Everybody.
I'll say it again. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today.
Exciting show today.
Yeah, sorry there's a little delay on this 3v3 bracket.
We're just building anticipation.
That's right.
Just making it like bigger and bigger the longer we waited. But now we're here.
We're here.
We had I'll say it again. Hey, everybody. Had a meeting over here. Sorry. We had two last week changes to teams. Like I think one of the California teams decided to go to the Denver sector, and then we had another team that had to get added in. So how do I turn off my Discord notification sound? We don't want that all day.
Say do not disturb.
There it is. Do not disturb. All right.
All right. So let's jump right into it.
Yep. Sunny D's in chat. Maddie's in chat. We got a big group of people in the Discord to talk. I'm excited.
That's right.
We're going to be joined today by hopefully a lot of players that will be playing in the 3v3 tournament. I think even our streamer caster for the event, Josh from NextGenGaming, hopefully he'll be able to stop in and talk about the bracket as it's revealed. But yeah, let's just jump right in. Anything you want to talk about before we jump in?
No, I'm excited. So I think the first thing, well, let's
go to the PowerPoint slide.
There you go. All right. So the big bracket reveal. There's also another reveal.
Oh, our updated playmat.
Our updated playmat. Yeah, right there, front and center.
Golly, that's gorgeous.
Isn't that beautiful?
This would be one of the best art pieces you could lay down on a playmat.
That's right.
To play your TCG with.
And this is Kyle Petchcott.
Right.
He's a SWU artist.
Yeah.
We commissioned him to do the artwork.
Right. He does a lot of art for SWU. You can go see our show. We interviewed Kyle about his art he's done for SWU. So he did the piece for us, and I think it looks beautiful, right? Anybody in chat? Anybody like the artwork? Nobody?
So
just us.
You want to give the reference?
I'm going to say that is a moon.
That is a moon.
No, that's the idea.
Yeah. That is a moon.
Holy moon.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Right.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
excited.
I mean, Kyle knocked it out of the park for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ian. And Carlos, that's
Is that downtown Atlanta? Where is that? Is that like downtown Atlanta?
That's supposed to be the Atlanta skyline. So hopefully that's
Great.
We are not Atlanta people. We've been to Atlanta, of course, but the Atlanta people who helped us with this said that looks great. So we're gonna assume it is the Atlanta skyline.
Right.
It looks fantastic.
Is it like when you get like Chinese characters as a tattoo and you like hope that it says what it says?
That's funny.
Hey, I resemble that remark. I've got a little Polly,
Yeah, you do.
Polly writing on my arm. I hope it says what the tattoo artist said it said. Anyway.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it here somewhere. Not anybody wants to see my tattoo, but I have some Polly. Anyway, all right, so let's get into it then. With this new beautiful.
Let's do it.
So big news, of course, is we increased the prize pool to $2,100 just for the 3v3 event. And we've added 3 more of these exclusive playmats to the prize pool. One of the reasons is that we, as we set up our schedule, we are looking at the last round of the 3v3 might be kind of bumping up against the first round of the 6K Swiss. So we're a little worried that we won't be able to do a full best out of 3 for the final match. It may only be one match, winner takes all. And if it is going to be one match, winner takes all, we didn't want to punish the winner's bracket person if they end up finishing second, not getting a playmat. So we decided all 6 playmats for the finals. That way, no matter what happens, everybody gets a playmat, and they're just playing for a few dollars difference. So we thought that was the fairest way to do it. We still want to get a full match in at the end, best out of 3 for the winner's bracket. But it's looking more and more like it's just going to be a winner's take all. What I mean by that's double elimination. So if you win the winner's bracket, what we're about to reveal, you then play the winner of the loser's bracket at the very end. And normally when you do double elimination, the loser's bracket has to beat the winner's bracket twice. We just don't know if we have time in the schedule because we're trying to cram so much amazing SWU in to do both. We're not made a decision yet. That's still to be discussed. But we thought the fairest way to make sure that no matter what, everybody's happy is we did more playmats, 6 playmats for the 3v3 event, not the original 3.
Right.
So, and Sunny D, who used to live in Atlanta, says that this is the Atlanta skyline.
Woo-hoo.
So
All
good.
right, so there we go.
Like, what's next? What's our next problem to deal with, right?
Too
Yeah,
funny.
for sure. All right, so let's talk about the bracket. So we divided it up into 4 regions. Courtney, why don't you walk us through the regions?
Yeah, so we have, as you can see on the top left, the Dagobah region. And then on the bottom left, the Hoth. And then the top right, we have the Kashyyyk. And bottom right, we have the Tatooine.
Right.
Hope I said all those right.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
No one ever knows how to
I know.
say those things right. All right, so we're just going to break these down. 8 teams per region. So let's go to the first region. And the first region today will be the Dagobah region. This is like March Madness. We need like more of like the NCAA basketball revelation. So these 8 teams are going to be in our Dagobah region. This region was named for George the Hulk, who will be playing here on the Botha Network Black team. Yeah. So Botha Network Black versus Hawk Nest Gaming. Knights of Ren versus your team.
Blansamine.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that when we get to the next slide. Secret Order, one of the 2 secret teams, will be playing here against Rogue One. And then their Botha Network Purple team is also in this region. It's when you have too many teams, you have to have more than one of your teams in a region somewhere. And they'll be playing black market cards in games. And the way this works is that the 4 teams in each region, on your side of the region, are a pod. Mm-hmm. So the 2 winners will play, and the 2 losers will also play. So let's go to the first. Let's break down the region better. Yep. All right, so the Botha Network Black team. George the Hulk Hudson, Guy Cohen, who won the Orlando 5K almost a year ago now. It's crazy how time flies. 10 months ago. And then YouTube famous sensation celebrity Colby CoDameron himself will be playing on the Botha Network Black team. You can go check out Colby's stuff at YouTube at CoDameron.
Yeah, we try to include everybody's stuff on this.
Yeah, if we missed your
logo, let us know. We'll update.
Please let us know if we missed you. Yeah. Your like social medias or your more like your Patreons really more than and the YouTube channels and so and that kind of thing too. So Hawk Nest Gaming is out of Woodstock, Georgia. Mm-hmm. They're coming, bringing a team. We are excited. We have a lot of card shops on the bracket. You'll see. Yeah. There's their website if you want to check out what they have online. He told me they have a ton of good singles and stuff like that. They support a lot of Star Wars stuff. Fantastic. And if you're in the Woodstock, Georgia area, right, go check out Hawk's Nest Gaming. Cool. All right, so I don't see anybody from Hawk Nest in chat. I don't know everybody's names though. So if you, again, as we get to your team today, if you're in the voice chat, please speak up, interrupt us, and let us know that you're here to talk. Yeah. And I don't see George here, so we'll move on to the Knights of Ren. Knights of Ren is out of Tennessee, Central Tennessee area. Blake Edmondson, who many people know Blake, because he's very active in the K2D server. And he's also very active in ECL Sabine. Right. He has helped me a tremendous amount. Mm-hmm. You can see us on the Blonde Sabine channel. Mm-hmm. He vanquished me badly, blew me out 2-0 in the finals of SCG Atlanta a few weeks ago now. Mm-hmm. So Blake is coming with his team called the Knights of Ren.
Love it.
Yep. And then Courtney, you're going to have a team.
I am.
So tell us about your team. I mean, I know the players more than you do, right? You're like, So basically what we did was we recruited from your channel, people who were active in the channel and the Blonde Sabine YouTube. Yep. We recruited players who have come to in your streams a lot, have talked a lot, that we know really well now or know pretty well. Right. And so we have one of our local players, right? Evan.
Yeah. Evan's going to be there.
He just finaled a PQ last weekend. Yeah. At the Memphis PQ, right? He was the runner-up at the Memphis PQ, so a really good player. Fantastic. Yeah, tell us about Evan. You know him well.
Yeah, fantastic.
He comes over once a week.
It's usually on Thursdays and in person, and we can get some in-person games in. And we see him. We didn't go last night, but we see him almost every Monday night at Card Addicts.
Yeah, fun player.
We play at
Great guy.
Great guy. He's always a strong competitor, so I'm excited to have him on our team, and super nice. Of
Yeah,
course.
easy invite onto the
easy.
team you're sponsoring.
Yes, easy invite.
Sam is also going to be on the team. I think he's noob with a tube. Nude with a tube. Yeah. I don't see him in the voice chat today, but he's often
He's usually in
hanging
there,
out and chatting. And he is going to be. He played a red aggressive Han 2 deck. I think is what we played him at a 1K, and then he came in. He made top cut at SCG.
Yeah.
Saturday, at Atlanta, the $2,000 tournament. That tournament was loaded with players. I mean, Bobby Sapphire was there. Yeah. Alex Blandon came down. Ian and all those Northeast guys came down. A lot of Bothans came in, and Sam was able to make top cut.
I love it.
I mean, I didn't make top cut that day.
Yeah.
I mean, George the Hulk made top cut, and I think we're joined now by George, who is team captain of the Bothan Network black jersey team. If people are wondering what the colors represent, this is the blue jersey. We'll get to me in a minute. I'll be on the blue team, but our team is going to be wearing colored jerseys that match their team. So, George, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah.
Let's see the reveal. Ready for it?
Are you excited? Yeah. Look at you. This is it. So tell us.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Yeah. So in case you missed it.
Sorry.
Ian, sorry. Okay. In case you missed it, George, you were in the Dagobah region. So you want to tell everybody why we decided to name that region Dagobah once we saw that you were in it?
I mean, of course, right? It's a shout back to the 5K when Guy took down the 5K with the Dagobah Swamp, Vader. His name of the deck list was "Get Out of My Swamp," and a reference to being from Florida.
And you had one team, right? So it's only fitting.
Yeah. Me and Guy are on the same 3v3 team for this tournament. So it was just a natural fit, and it kind of spawned the whole meme of blue-black control being a swamp play style because you're slowing things down, yada yada, and so yeah, it was just an obvious fit, and my whole team's from Florida, so
yeah. And you've already mentioned that Guy won the Orlando 5K last April, the big event, and then Colby, of course, is a YouTube streamer, part of our team. How do you feel about your team? How cohesive are y'all going to be?
I mean, I was the one who approached both of them, so like obviously me and Guy go back to Flesh and Blood. He's crushed it in tournaments over there. He's going to Brazil for the calling the week before. So
Nice.
Yeah, we're bringing the heat. So we got great deck builders with me and Colby that really innovate a lot. We have Guy's just exceptional piloting and card game experience, and we'll see what happens. And regardless, whatever happens, it'll be a ton of fun. So.
Yeah, I mean, you've won a PQ. Colby's been a finalist in at least 2.
Yeah, Colby
PQs,
finaled
at least 2?
he finaled the set 2 Orlando PQ that Reflex won.
Right.
Yeah. So Colby's been a finalist.
And I know Guy, of course, winning the 5K. So this is
so your team
phenomenal.
has got some gravitas to it,
Yeah,
George.
it does. I'm a little scared.
That's a team that I don't know how you're not going to come out of this bracket. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't put that kibosh on you. So, do you know anything about Hawk? Have you ever heard of Hawk Nest Gaming? Are you familiar with the store?
Hot Mess
out of
Gaming.
Georgia.
Hawk Nest Gaming out of Woodstock, Georgia. Okay. Well, they will be your first round opponents. And then if you, in the way these pods work, these 14 pods, the winner of your match will play the winner of the other match, Knights of Ren or Blonde Sabine's team. And then the losers will also play. So if Hawk Nest Gaming beats you and Blonde Sabine beats Knights of Ren, for example, you would play Knights of Ren in the losers bracket in the second round. So
Cool.
Pretty cool. All right.
We're excited.
Thanks for being here with us, George. And we will, in case anyone, if anybody shows up from any of these teams that want to talk, just
jump
please
right
chime
in.
up and interrupt. I'll try to catch everybody I can, but don't feel like this is just a fun conversation
absolutely.
today
Just hop
about
in.
these 32 teams. So those are the first four teams in the Dagobah bracket, and the
Are we ready for
next
the next
four.
one?
Yep, the bottom half of the Dagobah bracket is.
Here
we go. All right.
Secret Order.
Secret, their Order team. They have 2 teams. Secret has 2 teams, Order and Alliance in the bracket. Sunny D, did you make it in? Let's see if yes.
Yep, I'm here.
Sunny, you have a lot to talk about today.
Congratulations, by the way.
Holy cow, you guys are killing it.
Yeah.
First off, let's start with the social media stuff. you guys now have a Discord, right? Tell us about the Discord and tell us about your YouTube channel.
Yeah. So we have been a team for a couple months now, and pretty much we had been just focused on being as competitive as possible the last couple months. But our team now has about 4 PQ wins and a good amount of tops in addition to that. So we thought that we could give back to the community by creating our own Discord and YouTube channel to create some content. So do look out for that content going forward. I think we'll start up with the video next week, and we've already started advertising the Discord and generating a community there. So,
I gotta make sure and add all these also to the description below so people.
Yes, we'll add all of this to the video description if you guys want to come follow Sekrit SWU on YouTube and then come jump in their Discord. I know I joined today.
I'd really like to go in and add everybody's Patreons too for all the major content creators too.
We need to do all that. We'll have
just right now have YouTube.
At some point we may even put out an email to everybody coming to the event with everybody's socials
That's
and
a good idea.
Content, and so anybody can get involved in following any of these content creators, such as
I think
Sekrit.
Competitive SWU put together a good list, so I may check that out.
Yeah, Competitive SWU Hub. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I think so. So Sekrit has, what do y'all got? About 7-8 players on your team?
Yes, we do, and we have a double PQ winner, Ryan Conroe, his brother as well, Michael Conroe, myself, Andrew, who most recently topped, not just topped, but was a finalist at 3 straight PQs. And
wow.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, it is hard to do.
Yep.
That's great.
Very hard to do.
And
so
then
we're excited about this tournament, and we'll see how it goes.
We're so happy y'all are coming.
I know. So y'all bringing 3 day 2 bye people with you then.
That's insane.
Is what I'm hearing. That's pretty good for just 2 teams on our bracket here. Your first round opponent, if you're on the older team, is going to be Rogue One. Chris Wall is a fantastic ECL Sabine player. If I'm thinking about the right guy. So somebody in voice chat, I don't know if we have your Atlanta people here. Is that is Chris Wall the one that played ECL Sabine at the Duluth PQ?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. We finished in the top 4 with us.
Yeah, and I think he manages another card shop too.
Oh, does he?
Maybe level up. If I'm wrong, I may be getting my people. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And then in the other half of this 4-team pod, we'll have our Bothan Network purple team. Carlos, you hanging out with us today? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Carlos, I got your YouTube hyperspace cube with your new logo up. Look how good that looks, dude. Do you like it?
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Tell us about your YouTube channel and what's going on with what is a cube for people who don't know.
Yeah, so cube is like a curated collection of cards designed for like drafting. It's just a fun way to draft with friends. A lot of replayability and like deck building aspect, and then like as more sets come out, new leaders and abilities, you can change your cube and have just such a great experience. So I definitely look forward to doing some cube draft at BIATL, and then any side events. If you all want to do cube events, let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely work in a cube event.
That'd be cool. That'd be so cool. Yeah,
that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So. Also, so your team has some great players on it, because I know Jeff Schutz, Balloon Hands himself, has already won a Set 2 PQ out in Pasadena. And then Cluis has finaled, 2 or 3 now? Does anybody know how many? Where's Ian at? Ian's my Cluis expert. How well is Cluis done in PQs?
He's got, I think, 2 top 4s, a top 2, and a top 8 or something like that. I can't keep track of that kid anymore.
I mean, that's not quite Bobby Sapphire levels of close but no cigar, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and he also topped 2 of the SCG Columbus events.
Nice.
With Anakin Blue back at the beginning of the format with me, so that was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Great
these
work.
Teams are gonna be.
Yeah, these teams are
gonna be brutal. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Now, do we know anyone from Black Market Cards and Games? Anybody in voice chat from Black Market? Okay. They're coming. I don't know much about them. I didn't see
we're glad to have them a part.
Yeah, glad to have Black Market
excited.
Cards and Games.
Excited.
I will definitely Google them later and see if what their online options are for.
Yeah.
I'll try to get something from them.
Yeah,
so yeah, this is a collision course here, perhaps between Botha Network purple team and Secret Order. I'd love to see that matchup in the winner's bracket. It's more dramatic in the loser's bracket.
Yeah.
Because if they lose the first round and they play in the second round, that's it. Loser goes home. That's harsh. So, Carlos, you excited about your team? What do you think about playing with Clueless and Jeff?
Oh no, our team is going to be great. Love Jeff and Clueless is awesome. We're going to have some spice. We're already testing, so get ready, people.
That's
We
right,
are
that's
testing.
right, yeah.
I have one nice thing about me slipping by and winning a PQ is I can now turn to set 4.
I know, you've been dying.
I've been dying to play set 4. It looks so good. And these new previews today, I'm just like, I don't want to do the stream. I want to go play with the new cards that
I was just telling you
FFG's putting
last
out.
night I've got to start working on set 4
I know.
myself. So.
Yeah, it's time.
Yep.
It looks too good. So again, looking at this bracket, let me go back to my PowerPoint changing. So this is the bracket again for Dagobah region. I don't know. What do y'all think? Who's the favorites to come out of this region? I mean, the secret team sounds good. I mean, I'll be rooting for your team.
I'm going to go in all Blanc Sabine.
Yeah,
so
your
just
Blanc
watch out,
Sabine
y'all.
team. But I could definitely see the final 4 team coming out of here. Definitely a team that but whoever wins the Dagobah region could win the whole thing. I mean, that region is
that
stacked.
goes for any of these regions.
Well, yeah, we can
Just wait.
see some more regions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more Dagobah comments before we move on to the next region, Hoth? All right.
All right.
So the Hoth region. Oh, go ahead. Somebody have something?
Oh, I said it'll be a ton of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is a blast.
All right, so we have the Hoth.
Louis says the Blanc Sabine team is going to win.
I agree. I'm
But,
with you.
I mean, Evan and I didn't even mention Nick. Nick is.
yeah, that's right.
I got sidetracked. Sorry, Nick. Yeah, back on the Blanc Sabine team. Nick is
great.
coming from Pennsylvania. He's a fellow attorney like we are. But we met Nick all the way back at the Orlando 5K when he made the top 4. Or I don't know if he made top 4. He made top cut at the Orlando 5K.
Yeah.
I think he might have been like second after Swiss or something. I mean, he had a fantastic run. Beat me on stream. First time I was on stream with his Palpatine.
Everybody beat you on stream there.
Yes,
Sorry, not to rub.
I'm very. Yeah, that was definitely that kind of day.
That was not a good streaming debut for you
No,
today.
I went 8-2 that day. The 2 matches I lost were the 2 matches I was streamed.
Been there, done that.
That's what happened to you at the PQ 2 weeks ago when you made top cut. You're only 2 stream matches for
That's
your
right.
only 2 losses.
That's
It
right.
happens,
It
but
happens.
we learn a lot from them.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, so let's see. In the Hoth region, we have our first KTOD team, the aggression team.
Nice.
They're going to be matched up with Plucked Men. How do you say that with the little 2 dots over the U? Is it Floop? I don't know. Idea Squad, Joel's Rejects. Oh, we need Symbiote here to talk about Joel's Rejects.
That's right.
Then we see the first McClunky Gaming team. The second team show up. Chat Town, the Botha Network Gold team, and then our local favorites, Galactic Gonks. Yeah. So let's get into these guys. So yeah, I think we'll start at the top with KTOD. They have a fantastic Patreon that you should go jump in. You can Google KTOD and Patreon to find them.
And I'm going to go in and work today on adding all that again. So.
Yeah, I think so too. Probably one of the best players on their team though is John Tata, right?
Right.
You've had on the stream before, right?
That's right.
Is that right, John? Are you the best player on the team, or are you second best player on the team?
I'm probably like 5th best.
No, nobody believes
Nobody
that.
believes that, yeah.
No, you got your day 2 bye. Congratulations, John. Way to grind it out, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, thanks. This event is going to be a blast. I think we have figured out our teams. I think it'll be myself and Alex and Woo.
Oh, that's loaded.
Tough.
That's loaded.
Mike and Chrono and I think Steve are going to be on the other team.
Oh, that's loaded too. This could be an all
That'll be
KTOD final.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
true.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to playing with Alex and Woo. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, we're gonna have to get y'all on
See
the
how it goes.
stream.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to find a round to stream y'all because that's gonna be. There'll be plenty of eyeballs.
That's right.
On that match, any match you guys are in, John. So excited that you guys are coming. And what are your thoughts about 3v3 events like this, team events in SWU?
I love them. They were always my favorite events in Magic and some of the other games that I've played over the years. So as soon as I heard that you were doing something like this for SWU, there was no chance that I was missing it.
Aww.
So it'll be a blast.
We are super excited to have y'all there.
Yes. And we'll ask
We know
you.
y'all will crush it.
We'll ask you more K2D questions when the Kashyyyk region comes up, because when we saw the other K2D team get put in that region, we had to come up with a name. We're like, Kashyyyk region. There we go. Because I think that's what the K stands for in K2D, right?
It does, yep.
Yep, perfect.
The Kashyyyk Train of Dominance.
Love it.
So the Ploop men are y'all's first round opponents. They sent me an email with some cute pictures. Chris, Ethan, and Will. This is Ethan and Will in the picture, and that's Ethan's baby. They're a local team to Atlanta, so you guys are going to be stepping into their home
How
turf.
can you not root for that?
I know, right? And then he wrote me the cute thing that I find a little dubious that the 10-month-old actually said, "I'll never respect you if you don't win the 3v3 team bracket at the 2025
We should have
battle."
put a little,
How do you not
right
root
there.
for that?
So they will have home field advantage as the K2D aggression team. Now, do you know which of you is aggression and which of your teams, John, is cunning? That's the other name, cunning and aggression.
Cunning and aggression. That's the first I'm hearing of it, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know who
right.
is going to be playing where.
Okay.
But
Well, Mike picked the
we'll figure
names,
it out.
so
Yeah.
I think
Perfect.
we're trying to avoid like the first string, second string. That's why
Yeah.
we did all of
With
our
the
teams in
colors.
colors, and
Yeah.
y'all did aggression and cunning, and
Yeah.
Secret
Yeah.
did alliance and order.
Mhm.
McClunky, though, you guys stuck with Team 1, Team 2, and Team 3.
Why
so
Because they're all equal.
Yeah.
They're just,
right.
We
And
gotta-
then
Place first.
oh, go ahead, Claire. We're joined
Yeah,
by
I
Claire
just-
from McClunky Gaming.
Let's go.
Hi,
Hey,
guys.
Claire.
Yeah, just quickly, we have a lot of math nerds on our team, so
That's smart.
Num-
yeah.
So you like the
Numbers are good.
numbers?
Uh-huh.
Y'all like numbers?
We
Okay.
could have done squared, cubed.
No, they'll stand out on the
Yeah.
bracket.
That's right.
That's great. So I'll get back with you again, John, if you're still hanging out when we get to the second K2OD reveal
Here in just
on
a
the
minute.
bracket. But then the Idea Squad is a team I'm super excited
Mm-hmm.
about. They've got 2 PQ winners, Phenom and Jake Shel, who you
Mm-hmm.
could find on YouTube, and 2-time PQ finalist Eekfoil, who joins us in voice chat today. Eekfoil, how are you, sir?
Hey Frank, I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. You're also in the always the bridesmaid category of many people who have done super well at PQs without getting over the top.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah,
so
tell
far.
us tell us
So
about
far,
your
right.
PQ journey, because I saw you all the way back at the Memphis PQ in set 2 when you had a Mono Han deck. I guess you're still on Mono Han, right?
Yeah, I'm still representing the Cabal. But yeah, Memphis back in set 2. That was my first PQ. I ended up in second place, losing to Blake Edmondson on
Cool.
Sabine.
Yeah.
And funny story, they actually sent me the email for like the Worlds buy instead
no.
of Blake, because the Melee link made it look like I was in first place of the standings. But anyway, we got Blake as buy. We got it sorted out. But then, yeah, this set, I've attended 3 PQs, and I've got 4th place, 9th, and 2nd.
That's
so,
impressive, dude.
yeah,
Well
this
done.
weekend I've got
Wow.
back-to-back PQs coming up, so they're both smaller. Hopefully, I'll get my win finally.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep going until I get that bye, and then we'll have 3 PQ finalists on our team.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible.
You already are. I think you already have one of the. We don't have a team with 3 PQ winners, so 2 PQ winners and a finalist would probably be the most stacked.
Yeah.
We have some double PQ winning teams, but definitely a Idea Squad. But I've got to also can't fail to call out that Jake puts out great content on his YouTube.
Right.
So you guys, is Jake from California?
Yeah, Jake's from Fresno, and I definitely second that. He does great YouTube videos, and he live streams like Carabas gameplay. I hop on Carabas and play with him on stream sometimes. It's always a good time to hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Non-partnered content creators can play on Carabast on stream.
Correct.
Sounds fun. But one of his really good videos though is with Freenom on how he won with Cad Bane. Well, we have a lot of Cad Bane, lovers in our Discord and our community, so that's definitely a video to go check out. But you guys have a hard matchup because you have to play the one, the only Symbiote himself
Right.
on Joel's Rejects. I see Symbiote is typing in chat, but I don't see him actually in
May
our
not be able
voice
to
chat.
join the voice,
Yeah. So you can see Symbiote's picture down here. I wanted him to tell the story. I don't know why, for some reason, they chose Joel's Rejects as their team name.
It's cute. I love the picture.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
awesome.
definitely try to get more information about what Joel did to them to make them. Joel Lee is the PQ winner, one of the Bottom Network competitive team players.
Yep.
And Symbiote is known not only for his great Palpatine and playing great decks, he also is the best video. What do you call it? When you edit videos in Photoshop, right? John, is John still
Video
here?
editor?
John, can you give us a little plug for how good Symbiote is at making cute, funny videos?
Sam is actually the best at everything.
Yeah,
Right.
Anything
too.
that
Wasn't he the
has,
first gold jersey?
No.
And
like
Takedown?
Photoshop,
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if you haven't noticed any of Symbiote's work on those, you should. They're really great. So and they're asking in chat as some of these teams are seeing their hard matchups. They're like, well, is there something else to do once you're eliminated? Well, first it's double elimination, so you're guaranteed 2 matches.
Right.
Worst case scenario, and then the losers of these brackets will play each other. So you even if you don't think you may win your first match, which don't hold out any hope, you definitely have a very winnable second match because you'll be playing another team that also lost in the first round.
Right, and all of these teams are phenomenal.
Yeah, everybody's
Phenomenal
great.
Players,
We've got a stacked
unbelievable.
field. We got a stacked field.
I'm almost sad that I don't get to play, but
Well, you're gonna be
but
streaming,
I'm gonna get
though.
to stream it all and see
Yeah.
see all the matches. So
Yeah.
really delve into that. So that's
You'll
gonna be
be,
fun.
and you
No,
have,
I know. I mean,
and you have a co-caster with you.
I do.
You have a special guest co-caster. Why don't you
Yes.
tell us about
Next Gen Gaming.
Josh from
That's
Next Gen
right.
Gaming? Yeah,
We
Josh from
are-
Next Gen Gaming will be our caster for the event with
To
Courtney.
hear his amazing, lively, lovely voice.
Yeah, he does have that
Expert-
announcer's voice.
He does. No,
Yeah.
it's like
He's got the
it's
perfect
pleasing
voice
to
for
the
this.
ears. It's perfect, and also his expert analysis. I mean,
Right.
is unbelievable. So next level.
Yeah.
Love it.
I keep checking to make sure we're not missing anybody who I need to call on. So let's go to the next slide.
So did you? Yeah, you went through equal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure we don't miss
Yep.
anyone. We'll do our best to get everybody in here.
All right, so we are in the Hoth bracket. So let's go to the second half of the Hoth bracket.
Yep.
And again, these 4 teams are in a pod together. So the winner of these matches play each other, but the losers of these matches also play each other.
Right.
So yeah, it's going to be great. And there's Josh in chat today. He couldn't join us
Yay,
by
thanks,
phone
Josh.
today. But yeah, Josh, we're super
Stoked.
excited. Josh Snyder is going to be casting the 3v3 tournament.
Yep.
And it'll be worldwide. I mean, there will be no other SWU event that Friday.
And
but
the first
3v.
set 4.
This will be the first set 4
Yay!
tournament streamed.
So
and
it's
it'll
gonna be big.
yeah. I think the first sector takes place the next day on Saturday in Italy. I think it's Italy.
Yeah.
So this Friday of this 3v3, I expect all the eyes of the SWU world will be on this event for you and Josh casting it and for these players getting on stream and showing off what amazing decks people came up with for Jump to Light Speed.
And we have tons of other content creators helping out throughout the weekend.
Yes.
Well, not just helping, doing a lot.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
Yeah,
And
so
speaking
we can talk about McClunky now.
That's right.
I think Claire's
That's
with
right,
us.
yeah.
So Claire, we're so excited to have McClunky with us at the battle at BIATL.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, y'all are going to be simulcasting the event on Twitch. Tell us about your Twitch
Yeah.
channel.
So, well, thank you first for inviting us. We're so excited about this event. As soon as, anything was revealed, I just got a million Discord pings. The chat was just going crazy. So we're very, very excited. So our Twitch, McClunky Gaming, we started covering PQs the first PQ season, and it's just spiraled out of control. Lost every single weekend that I've ever had free. So
Right.
it's been great. It's been really, really fun. Very excited to cover games at this event as well, and I'm sure people watching will have a lot of whiplash just going back and forth trying to watch every single match that's going on.
Right.
It'll be really exciting. So excited about that.
Yeah, we have a cool camera setup. Chris Schutz, one of our teammates, is a professional camera guy for like movie stars and stuff. But so for the 3v3 featured table, it's going to be sitting in a with a
Poker style table.
It's a huge poker style table, so all 3 players fit on it. We've already tested all this out, and there's stadium seating for spectators to sit and watch, like high up. You can look down on the table, but also we're going to install 3 cameras above the table, looking down.
Right.
So as Josh and Courtney are casting the 3v3 event, and you're helping with this, Claire, they'll actually be able to switch between cameras to the
As
different
one game
games.
ends, we can switch. Yeah. Or we can.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Right.
That's awesome. I'm super stoked. Like I'm not playing, and I think I'm gonna be sweating as hard as these players trying to keep up.
You and me both.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have like a really unique stream setup for this. That's gonna really make watching it even more fun than it's already has been.
Right.
So you do. I mean, obviously your streams set the bar though. When we watch the
Yeah.
Thorkk gaming streams, we're like, we got to get
Absolutely.
better. We got to
Right.
get up to this level
Right.
that Claire's
Oh,
at.
Yeah.
Well, your
No,
graphics.
we've asked you for tons of pointers
Yeah.
and help, and you guys have been amazing, offering
100%.
advice and stuff and help. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Everything to like level everyone up.
That's right.
Get the best content out there. This community has been really awesome and welcoming, and just like feedback has been really great. So if we can keep paying that back, then that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. We appreciate everything.
Right. And then while we got McClunky Gaming here, I think Dark has joined us, right? Are you here in chat?
Yeah, I'm here as well.
Tyler?
You know, as much as I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again. It broke up on my end.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if my audio was good or not.
Oh, it is. Yeah, we can hear
here,
you.
so
Yeah, we
I'm
hear
a little
you.
bit delayed. Sorry,
No, you
yeah,
sound great, Tyler.
although I won't be helping out with the stream, I'll be in there playing. So,
Yeah,
as second I heard anything about this event, I've been super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun weekend.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's gonna be a blast. So, Tyler, didn't you come and stay with us at the Bothan House in Atlanta?
I did indeed.
Yeah, that's
we had
right.
a great time.
We had a great time. Yeah, we really enjoyed your vibe. All the McClunky Gaming vibe is so good.
it's
Everybody on the
fantastic,
team is
yeah.
great. But so I think talking to Titan, y'all are like 10, 11 competitive players on your team now, or is it more than that? No, it must be more than that.
Yeah, we
Somewhere in
have
that neighborhood?
talks with more and stuff, but it's currently like a good like core group of like 9 at the moment, but we're still grouping mostly based around the tri-state area up here in New York, New Jersey area, but very small start, but we've been enjoying it.
But a great group.
Oh, not a small start. You guys are killing it. Don't y'all have like
say.
3 day 2 buy players already? Like
Yes, we have 3 day 2 buys. We just had our third one happen this past weekend.
it was all McClunky final,
that's
right?
right.
We were watching that.
We
Yep.
Yeah, that's exciting.
We had 4 McClunky in top 8, and all 4 of us faced off in quarters, and then the remaining 2 went on to face in the finals.
That's insane results. So good.
I love it.
Congratulations, guys. I mean, McClunky Gaming is killing it. Yep. And then do y'all, who are the other day 2 buys on your team? Is Crusher on your team?
So yeah, Crusher's the one with the first 2 wins, and then the second win got handed down to Philip, who's our second day P, and then currently Getsu, Zach. He just recently took down Red Seal to get our third day 2 buy.
Oh, wow.
Man,
That's awesome.
Well, congratulations, McClunky. Y'all are having fantastic results.
Yeah, all these teams are so stacked. This is going to be
This
an
is
unbelievable
insane
weekend.
tournament we're gonna have in Atlanta.
I
It's
can't
going to
wait.
be very fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's gonna be teams showing up that are really good and just go 0-2 in the 3-3-3 just because every team is so good.
Right,
Like,
right.
There's almost no free wins in
Yeah.
this bracket. These teams are going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Chattown. I think they're from Chattanooga, if I remember correctly. I think they're a local Chattanooga team driving down to Atlanta.
Love it.
If anybody in Chattown is in chat or wants to say anything, hit me up. But if not, I'm going to move down to kind of one of the teams I love with my heart so much, the Galactic Gonks, playing one of my teams I also love. This is like I'm crying that they got randomly paired in the first round.
Yeah.
For anyone curious how we did the bracket, we spread the teams out that are on the same team, so that way you don't play your teammates as early as possible. Once we separated, for example, the 2 K2OD teams are on opposite sides of the bracket.
Right.
But not
Makes sense.
counting the losers bracket, but if they both went out, they wouldn't be able to play to the finals.
Right.
We just thought it was fair to do that, so we spread out the teams that bring in multiple teams, and then randomly just threw everybody else in a randomizer.
Yeah.
So bought the network gold team. The gold team refers to the fact that 2 of the teammates have won the coveted Bought the
Gold
Network
jersey.
gold jersey with future gold jersey winner Jonathan Fisher also on the team.
That's right.
You can see Jonathan at YouTube at Jonathan R. Fisher. And then Stan, of course, won his gold jersey when he won the Duluth PQ, vanquishing me, knocking me out of that. So I can, everyone has ever lost in a file of a PQ, I can definitely relate to how painful it is when the way they set up PQs in season 0, it's like all or nothing.
Yeah.
You either win or you're the first loser of everybody else that didn't get a day 2 bye for being there. It's like second place at a PQ is like, well, I should have just done an O2 drop. Why did I just play for 10 hours? Yeah, so Stan knocked me off, and then Joel was our first gold jersey winner. He won, I think, in one of the Carolina PQs in set 2.
Yep.
Joel's a great control player. Stan plays a lot of things. He's been on Quinlan. And then Jonathan, you're known, of course, as the Palpatine player on our team. Jonathan, how excited are you for this event?
I'm excited. I can't stop playing Palpatine. We'll see. Step 4. Yeah, I'm just going to do whatever Joel and Stan tell me to. Obviously they're way better than me.
Oh, don't say that. Jonathan.
Yeah, you can play anything, you know that.
Yeah, you were one of our original first teammates.
That's right.
We met Jonathan almost a year ago now at the Atlanta 1K, even before the Orlando 5K.
Yeah.
And Jonathan serves on our leadership team in the Bought the Network. We have a 5-member leadership team, and Jonathan's on it. And are you excited about the new 35-point blue base for your Palpatine deck?
That is all I've been playing.
I love it.
35 points, yes please. I can't even tell that I start with less cards.
Well,
I don't
Palpatine
even
draws.
notice.
I know you draw so many anyway with Palpatine.
There's one point in the game where I notice it's turn 1 where I then have only 2 cards in my hand. I'm like, oh wow, 2 cards. And from that point forward, we're good.
Yeah,
it's insane.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about playing on the gold team with Stan and Joel? What do you give us a little?
Yeah, I mean they're both amazing. Stan's on the call as well.
I didn't know Stan was here. Sorry. There he is. Evil Squirrels. Hey, Stan.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll talk to Stan next. Then let's wrap up with Jonathan though.
Yeah, we play together a lot. Stan and I, we're all local in Atlanta, so we know each other pretty well. I think we'll be a great team.
So you are going to be casting for us this weekend and hosting. You'll be hosting and casting. You're not casting the 3v3 tournament, obviously, because you're going to be playing. But what we want to do is try to get you on the stream. So if you can win your first round match, then I think we're going to put your team on the featured table for round 2. Just that.
Well, then expect to see us.
Yeah.
Okay, because we want to try to get you, and then Jeff Creasy's our other caster who will be casting all weekend, not playing in the 6K and the 2K, but you guys are playing in the team event.
Right.
So we're going to get Jeff on the feature table in round 1 to give him a chance to be on the feature table, and hopefully get Jonathan on the feature table in round 2 if it's possible. So thanks again, Jonathan, for being our team host, because you're native to Atlanta, and also for casting the 6K and the 2K all weekend.
Among other things, he helps us out with so much.
He does help us out so much.
Fantastic.
Because as much as you love playing and being competitive, you seem to really enjoy casting.
I love helping people. I love teaching, and I see you have opportunities to speak to the viewer when you're casting and try to explain what's going on, and I really enjoy that. At the event when I'm hosting. At this tournament, my goal is going to be how can we run the smoothest event possible? How can everyone enjoy it? The analogy I think of is like the manager of the restaurant going back in the kitchen to cook burgers, because that's what needs to get done.
Yeah, do what you
Whatever
gotta do.
needs to get done, I'm going to be there for it at this event and make sure we have a great time.
Yep.
That's
Everybody's
awesome.
gonna have to watch out too, because we're on their home turf.
Oh, in Atlanta?
In Atlanta,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. This
Yeah.
the Bought the Network Gold team is the would be the home turf team. That's
Yeah.
3 Atlanta guys for this event. So Stan's here with us in chat, the Duluth PQ champion.
That's right.
Stan, how are you doing?
Good. Just popping in while I'm working here, enjoying the stream. Super excited for this. Can't wait.
So you've been on Quinlan, and what other decks have you been on before now?
Set 1, I was on Boba Blue control, and then set 2, Luke, and then set 3, I played a couple things, but Quinlan's been my main deck. Set 4 is looking wild. So many ideas to play with. Can't wait.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, congratulations on winning your PQ in Duluth.
Yeah. Set 4, there's so much out there. Like, it's just going to be insane to watch all this.
Yeah.
Well, it's great.
So Stan and I had similar experiences. Because Stan, you knocked me out of the Duluth PQ in the finals, right? And then I won the next week. So you felt better, right? After I won, you're like, oh, good, Frank won. I don't feel so bad, right? Or
Oh
did you
yeah,
even care?
I was super excited for you, Frank. You deserve it, Brandon.
Yeah. Well, then the same thing happened to me because the next week when I won my PQ, I knocked our teammate Daniel, who goes by Mephisto, out. And then I felt bad, like, oh, I hate that I knocked my teammate out of the finals of a PQ. And then he turns around the next week and he wins his PQ. So it's like, okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
This past weekend.
Love to see it.
Yeah, I love to see it. So, well, thanks for being on with the Stan. We're excited about the Bought the Network Gold jersey team. But you guys have a tough matchup. Let me tell you all about these Galactic Gonks. We love these guys.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Well, like Tom's our team captain.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. He plays a lot at Krennic Green. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember around the bank. Sorry.
Okay. So if you want to watch the video about how we're doing the 3v3 seat draft, so at the beginning of each round, you actually get to choose which of your leader-based combinations is kind of playing against who. The two teams can kind of strategically choose their seats.
Right.
And we're doing it like a snake draft. And there's a video up. You can check the email I sent out last week that has the link to the video. But it's on the Galactic Gonks YouTube channel. So everyone should go find the Galactic Gonks on YouTube, subscribe to their channel, and you can watch the 3v3 explanation video of how the seat draft works.
Yeah, I was drawing a blank because I know Tom is on it and Louie's on it.
Yeah.
But who's the third
Gene,
one?
Caribbean
Gene.
Gene.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gene, sorry. Well, there's so many good players there. I was trying to remember who exactly it was, but yeah. Yay. That's right. So this is going to be another phenomenal team, and they are local to Birmingham.
Yeah. They're local for us. Louie made the top cut at a PQ in Memphis last week. So,
Yeah, haven't they all made top cut? Didn't Gene made top cut too, didn't he?
They've been in top cuts at tournaments before.
Okay.
I don't know if they did it last weekend or not, but they're all really great players.
Yeah.
Gene is really good at adjusting to the play styles, and then Tom is a great deck builder like Louie is.
Yeah.
I think Lou's on the call with us. Do we have any Galactic Gonks on the call? Louie, are you there? I thought I heard him.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to you.
Oh, good. Talk to us. Talk to us, Lou. Come on, man. Tell us about are y'all excited about this event?
Oh, yeah, we're very excited. You know, we're super excited about the game. We love the game. I came from Magic. These other two guys, this is their first card game ever.
It's like Courtney.
Dean and Tom.
Yeah.
So they're starting fresh from a new mind aspect. So I love being able to teach them how to play card games and get excited for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know I've heard that before, but it's surprising to me that this is their first.
Oh, they're so
such
good. They're so good at the game, yeah, for sure.
No, they just, they have such a solid play style, solid mentality. They don't get tilted. They don't get, messed up when something happens they don't expect.
Right.
Quick to adapt. I'm really, really excited to be on this team with these two guys. They're going to carry me the whole way.
Yay. And hopefully you'll be getting some content too while you're there that you can put on your YouTube channel. And we appreciate so much you doing the 3v3.
Tell the audience about they can find you on YouTube at Galactic Gonks. And what's your main thing is the vlogs, right? Tell us about how you got into vlogging and what's that about.
Yeah, we started doing, because everyone does deck techs, everyone does card spoilers. We like to show the other aspect of the game. The in-between rounds, the travel, the fun that happens, the camaraderie.
Yeah, that's great.
The community side of it, yeah.
Yeah, we like that different, give us something else. We're like the other side of the aspect.
And that's one thing I love about the SWU community is we crave all the different content. So I love that y'all are doing this niche. It's really working great for you guys.
We started this Galactic Gonks playtest team a couple months ago now. And we're just really about to go all in on it.
Yay!
Let's do it.
Love to hear that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, with set 4 coming out, we're getting everything prepped. We're excited. We're play testing. Piet's one of our big ones we're working on right now.
Yeah, I've heard lots of things about Piet.
We've seen a lot of good results with Piet already in our internal testing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And Raymond's asking in chat. Raymond from Huntsville. It is Caribbean Ninja Gene. Yeah, is the third.
Caribbean
Ninja Gene is the third member of their team. Yeah. So your team is loaded with great people, great players, and Thanks for popping on with us today. And again, everybody needs to go see the 3v3 explanation video anyway.
Right.
That's up on the Galactic Gonks YouTube channel.
And I'll make sure and put a link for that up here once this video is done.
For sure.
Yeah.
So this is a loaded bracket. So looking back over the Hoth bracket now, I mean, my goodness, that idea squad, 2 PQ winners and a runner-up.
Right.
That team sounds really good, but never count Symbiote out of anything he does. Symbiote's really good with Joel's Rejects. The matchup I kind of want to see would be Joel's Rejects versus the Bought the Network Gold team somehow, because that would be Joel playing Joel's Rejects.
Our actual team name is Joel's Actual Friends. That's our internal team name.
So we got Joel's Rejects versus Joel's Actual Friends.
That's right.
That's hilariously.
Love it.
That's bad. We got the Chattanooga team in there. Of course, McClunky All their teams are loaded with players. And we just talked to the Galactic Gonks. So, yeah, it may be the Bought the Network. I don't know. This is low. We thought the Dagobah region was loaded. Look at this region.
Every region is loaded.
I mean,
just wait.
Holy
we
cow.
Still have more. Yeah, it's nuts.
I mean, anybody could win this. And that's going to be lit, as David says in chat. And Symbiote's like, I got to get our revenge on Joel. I love it. All right, well, great end of the bracket. So let's go to Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
Kashyyyk. Yeah. There's no accident we chose Kashyyyk as the name of a region.
That's right. Let's reveal. Let's see who's in it.
Y'all ready to see the Kashyyyk region? Drum roll, March Madness style.
Yep.
Oh, and before we do, Ted, we're actually working on an app right now that will let everybody do a March Madness style bracket where you can pick the winners of the bracket.
Yep.
And then we'll have a competition, and we may even have prizes at the event to hand out
just
to whoever.
For fun. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna do a bracket. You don't even have to be at BIATL to do it. It's gonna
be. You can do it from your home.
You can do it from watching the stream. It's gonna be like a March Madness bracket. You can pick the teams and we're gonna have prizes. March SWU Madness. Yeah.
March SWU Madness.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay. So let's.
Next slide.
Yeah, let's see.
Right,
here it is. There's the bracket.
That's right. So we had to have K2OD in here. For sure for the Kashyyyk region.
Once it was randomized and we saw where K2OD was, we went ahead and put Kashyyyk there.
That's right.
Another McClunky Gaming crew's in this one. Another Bought the Network,
and our
of course.
Host.
Our host team, Cards HQ.
Cards HQ, that's right. Yep.
Their local team. So, let's break it down. Let's go into these matchups.
All right, so we have K2OD Cunning here. We're not sure exactly which team
whether
which yet.
Well, John, you told us the team. So you, Woo, and Alex on one team.
That's right.
And then the other team. So if Bobby Sapphire is on the other team, that's going to be the Cunning team, right? Because isn't he? Isn't he known as Cunning?
Since it's the Kashyyyk region, so Mike has to play in his own region, right? So,
right. So I think we've pretty much decided for y'all which team is which.
No pressure.
Perfect.
So this is the Mike, Stevie, and CJ KTOD team, and there's their Patreon link again. Courtney and I have been members of the K2OD Patreon since I first ran into you guys at the Orlando 5K last year and found out about it. We get tremendous value from being in there, but for people, I can't imagine anyone watching this stream or watching this video hasn't heard of K2OD and doesn't know, but why don't you give them just a quick elevator pitch, John, for joining the Patreon and being part of what you guys are doing over there.
Yeah, so, not to speak for Mike and crew, but from my own angle here, the Patreon is great for anyone, whether you're a new player or an experienced player. The deck threads, I think, are what really kind of drives the Discord. I think every single leader and base, imaginable is in those deck threads. Some of them have tens of thousands of responses in there. The Sabine one is up to I don't know how many tens of thousands.
I've contributed plenty to that one. Yeah. Part of my fault.
Django, and then it's just a great group of people. Everyone's pretty like-minded. We all like to learn and teach, and it's just a great place to be.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely. So if you're not a Patreon yet, why?
Yeah,
go join it.
It's worth every penny for us.
Absolutely, it is
for sure.
Yeah, and have good swag. We know people like swag.
Yeah, the merch store that we just launched actually a few weeks ago is doing really well, and it's a great way to get some cool swag.
Yeah, absolutely. I got my T-shirt.
Yeah,
I love it.
We are definitely big fans of K2OD and what they're doing in the community building. So as you look at set 4, John, what are some early things that have got you're interested in? Because this will be the first tournament of set 4, which is another big reason this is going to be such a huge event. What are you liking so far in set 4?
Well, I was really excited for Wedge. Like, I was brewing up a ton of different Wedge decks, but then they spoiled Poe today. So now I'm like, I don't really want to play anything else because he just seems
so
pretty
broken.
busted. But like Thrawn looks really good. You know, who else look good? Piet looks good.
Big ships, baby.
I'm trying to find the Shel now for was it Orbital Bombardment or whatever, the one that does 12 damage. That plus Ruthless Raider plus Corvus, like all those cheap capital ships. There has to be a Shel for that somewhere.
It looks good.
So there's just a lot of really cool cards in this set. Like, this is the set that we've been waiting for since set 1, basically. So it'll be exciting.
Right, and I'm gonna love with watching this event and casting it, seeing all the new mechanics. Like, it's just gonna be, and what
so many new interactions,
all you amazing minds have come up
combos
with
that you just don't notice until you see somebody put a deck together around something,
and then
you're
throw
like,
the phenomenal play lines that y'all figure out on top of that. It's just gonna be like unbeatable.
These videos will be worth watching
excited.
over and over again. Did you hear about our 3-camera setup we're going to attempt, John, where you can actually see the casters are going to be able to move back and forth between the 3 games of the team matches?
Yeah, I caught some of that when you were talking about it. That sounds great.
Yeah, I'm excited to have Josh helping with this because he'll be able to, like, okay, now we're back on this deck, so now we're gonna, he'll be able to. He's so good at that. So,
well, one thing though that one reason we're doing it that way, John, is because one thing that is carrying over from previous card game 3v3 events, team events, is the cooperation. Tell us a little bit about how players are allowed to cooperate and what kind of strategic aspect that brings to it. Oh, we lose John?
No, from my angle, like, that sounds great. Like, I mean, I assume most players will probably put, their best player or someone who knows the matchups the best in the middle so that they can talk to the left and right, which makes the most sense to me. Yeah. So, I don't want to give away all the strategy. like the most sense.
That is that's a perfect Tata answer.
That's right. I love it.
Yeah, great. No, we're definitely looking forward to it though. So, all right. So thanks for being with us today,
Absolutely.
John, and Cards HQ. I don't know if Nick made it. Did Nick make it to the stream today? I know he's busy working at the store at Cards HQ, and so the Cards HQ is actually going to be sponsoring a team themselves. They have some employees that play the game and some locals there that were on the wait list. And when our California team couldn't make it because they're going to Denver, that gave us room to slip Cards HQ into the bracket.
Yep.
And so we're excited to have them. And they've been an amazing co-host for this event.
Yep.
The store is incredible, and everyone that's going to attend is in for a treat for like what those top tier card shops and game stores can be like.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think everybody's going to really enjoy it. And then McClunky Gaming is back on the bracket again. Let's see if any McClunky Gaming people are here. Claire's here, and it might just be Claire.
Yeah, I'm still here. I think Tyler maybe had to. It was end of lunch break, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I know Titan's working, but any idea yet how y'all have talked about dividing up your 3 teams? I mean, y'all are bringing 10 players.
I think everyone is going to roll dice, and if you roll a 1, you're on team 1. If you roll 2, you're on team 2. No, I'm just.
Yep. That'd be a funny way to do it.
Still definitely working it out.
Yeah.
But we're excited to figure out who has like the best synergy and like basically it's very similar to what Tata said in terms of strategy, like see who is kind of best equipped to maybe make comments left and right, really guide like the whole table essentially. So you have some masterminds who can really
and
and massage the egos too, because some players don't like to be told. It's definitely Don't criticize me.
We're a very humble team, I think, in general. I'd like to say that if egos come out, I may be reprimanding some folks.
Team mom. You're the team mom. There are 2 team moms here. Courtney
knows
Claire.
what that's like.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, I think being a good player, there's there's definitely some ego there as well, right? Because if you
course.
step into a table and you've got a defeatist attitude and you don't have that like we're gonna win, you know, you're already kind of set back in that, you know, with your mindset. So we're definitely gonna bring it.
I love it. I'm excited.
Yeah. And now your opponents are coming a long way. I mean, they are coming a long way from the Northeast, but you're going to be playing the Colorado Cantina crew. Is it Cantina with C-A-N? Did you look that up, Courtney? Is
I
it spelled
Googled
right?
it. That's what it said.
Okay, because
we'll
I know I think they're joining us here in voice chat.
Could be Katina.
Yeah, I think
Kyle and I.
Kyle's here, and then Orden. What's your first name, Orden?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Oh,
okay,
there you go.
Orden.
Makes
Jordan.
sense.
Easy. Yeah. So I think Kyle's. Are you the most famous member of the crew? Who? I think.
I guess. Yeah.
I can say it without Kyle being sounding very cocky, but yeah, he just got second in the Utah PQ, defending his title from the year before, and he got first in that one.
The set before, you mean?
Yeah, the set before.
So Kyle won. So just be clear, Kyle, you won the Colorado PQ in set 2. Is that right?
No,
the Utah PQ.
Yeah, Utah PQ.
Utah,
in
sorry.
Colorado. Yeah, won Utah, and then tried to go defend my title, and we went on a 9-0 run, but lost in the finals. So we were close this past weekend.
I was saying that's not shabby at
Finals
all.
loser crew, baby. I'm there with you. Yeah. So Jordan, tell us about your team. How did you guys get together?
Yeah. So we got together in the middle of set 2 as like a firm team. We've been playing together since the end of set 1, but in the past like month or so, we've grown to about 20 really competitive players. In the Colorado PQ, we actually had one of our newest team members take that down. Mackay, he beat Eekfoil in the finals. He literally started playing at the start of set 3, so we love seeing that.
Wow, already won a PQ?
Yeah, you know, he comes from Magic and a lot of other games, but great player, and we've all been testing a lot, and Sharky, myself, and Kyle are working on doing some content, and we're getting the rest of the team involved in that as well. My background comes from running media companies and working in content overall, so we're really excited just to hit the ground running and have some fun with you guys.
Wait, are you saying there's finally a team that can rival the numbers of the Bothan network? I'm loving this.
Yeah, because that's what we have. You said you have 20 on your competitive team?
Yeah, give or take. You know, we're really starting to expand from our core over the past month or so. You know, our vibe really is in Colorado. We have so many local stores, and there's so many good players at each store that we're just trying to bring people together in our little region.
Put it all together.
Man, congratulations, guys! Kyle, that's terrific. Because I've seen you in the Discords and even in I thought Blonde Sabine's chat before. You hang out with us some, right?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a lurker. You know, I've been around, so I'm an old guy, man. I played all the old original Decipher Star Wars card games, Lord of the Rings, Star Trek. I was ranked top 10 in the world for all 3. So
wow.
And then when Decipher went away, I retired from card games. So it's been a 20-year hiatus, and I'm excited to be back and playing card games, getting to meet people in my community, having a lot of fun playing.
It's like riding a bike, right? Just
can't wait.
I love it.
So I'm a lot younger than Kyle. So when I was playing the Decipher Star Wars game, I was like an infant still. I couldn't even get cards, but Kyle dominated those games, and we're excited to continue trying to dominate here.
Well, it sounds like y'all are doing it. So one thing is we're also a larger team. I think we're like at 21 or 22 competitive players with some extra people on the team that are support and help us. And but one thing we've noticed that's unusual or different, I think, for Star Wars Unlimited versus previous TCGs I've been involved in, and I want to hear your comments on this too, Kyle. It's just the game is so huge as far as like how many leaders we have. What are we going to have? 70, 80, 100 leaders? I mean, with about set 5. I mean, and you have all these leaders and all these card combinations and all these decks. It's hard to test everything with 4 or 5 people, right? I mean, we found a lot of strength in having 20 plus people testing decks and working on deck ideas. What have y'all found with the Colorado Cantina crew? Something similar?
Yeah, totally. I mean, just yesterday we had 8 people in our voice chat during the workday. So trying to work on what really matters as well. But you know, it's strength in numbers there, and right after this event we have the Denver sector. So we really have to hit the ground running just to make sure we're able to understand like what the meta is, and hopefully after this 3v3 event and the rest of the weekend, we'll have a little bit of an upper hand going into the sectors following week.
That's our hope
Yeah, I think-
too.
I think everybody finds their area. You know what I mean? Like I'm the blue green Kira player, right? And doing the kind of soft control, and then we've got some players who are the aggro players, and then the hard control players. So when you have a bigger team, kind of different people find their areas, and then you can say, all right, I need practice against Sabine, right? I need practice against aggro, and so you can find that person on your team to go lay games with, right? And get that practice in, which is nice.
Yeah, 100%. And Kyle ran Sabine in Utah, and I'm typically the Sabine player for our team. And honestly, there's really not many Sabine players in Colorado overall, which is surprising. Yeah. But when Kyle's, I'm running Sabine this week. All right, what's the list? What can we do to help? How can we make this work? And that's how we approach everything.
Yeah,
that's terrific. That sounds like it echoes what happens in our internal team practices too. Where when you have enough people, you have someone to help you regardless of the time of day, usually what deck that you need them to run. When you have a smaller team, it's more difficult to have schedules line up for practices and to work on deck ideas together. And also, as you guys know, we're not 21-year-old college kids anymore.
Right.
Maybe Jordan is, but the rest of us are...
I'm 33.
Okay. We have full-time jobs. We have families. We need more people just to have the same amount of attention that we had when we were all in college playing games and stuff, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. It's our time is diluted now, so we need more players in order to have the same concentration of effort in working on the theory crafting and deck building and all of that.
Right.
For sure. So yeah. Anyway,
and on our team, we really we focus on having fun a lot. We kind of have this dual member. Jeff Creasy's a good friend of ours. He hangs out and he's from Colorado. He hangs out with us, so he might be a little double agent status. But we just get the vibe that the way you guys approach things is very similar to us. We're all here to help, all here to have a good time, and grow the community together. Kyle and I talk about it all the time. We want this game to last as long as we want to play it, right? And that only comes by building a strong community.
I just had such a good experience for the most part overall in this game that I really we want that to just stay that. We want it to continue and move forward, and
we want to nurture the community.
Everybody,
which is one of the reasons we wanted to do this kind of
way,
player and fan supported event. Is just we decided to do this before we heard about the sector regionals, obviously, and I'm kind of thankful now because then if they had announced it earlier, we may not have ever
done it. I know.
We're just looking at the calendar and saying we need something to do when Set 4 starts.
Right.
There's not a Gen Con to go to. There wasn't a big event at the beginning. So we're going to go to put an event on, and it's for this exact reason that you're talking about, Kyle and Jordan. Is we want to nurture this community, amazing growth together, and all of us can have fun and succeed together. And it's just it's a vibe, as you young kids say, that we just didn't have when I played other TCGs in the past, for sure.
Yeah,
it's also a great example of constructive feedback for FFG. If this, I'm confident that this tournament is going to be the greatest tournament of all time, but just everything that Courtney and Frank are putting together to make this happen, we're trying to make the tournament that we want to see FFG do. So hopefully if this goes all well and good, maybe FFG does more events like this in the future. That would be ideal, right?
Wow. This isn't about we're trying to show FFG anything. This is about, you said, Ian, what kind of tournament would we want to go to? Let's just throw the tournament we want to go to, right? We're going to have amazing merch. We're going to have T-shirts. We're going to have all this great prize support. The playmats look incredible. We're even talking about maybe having some surprise guests show up at the tournament. Maybe more to say about that later.
Yeah.
But the reason we did it as an invitational is because we wanted the players like Kyle. We wanted the Colorado Katina Crews of the world, the Secrets of the world. These other teams, we wanted to bring everybody together as a community in one place to celebrate the game we love, and to get the kind of matches and experiences we can't have otherwise.
And if we all continue working together for the betterment
of the game, building the game we love.
Yeah, getting smaller or newer creators into the spotlight is such an awesome thing that I feel in most of these other card games or communities and competitive gaming, that never happens, right? You never see Team Liquid on the esports stage being like, hey, this is check out this new creator, they're doing cool stuff. Like that puts so many eyeballs on so many more people and just grows the community together as a whole, and avoids a lot of like the, oh, that's like I don't want to go talk to that person, they're intimidating because they're like some niche internet micro celebrity in this community.
Right.
Where like there's like some perceived power difference between you and them, but no, we're all just here to play this game that we love and helping each other succeed in that way.
We named ourselves Bothan Network on purpose.
Network.
That network part. We went through a lot of iteration to get to it.
That's right.
And we want to do these things.
Yeah, and hopefully people who aren't able to make it and they're at home and maybe not on a team can see somebody, realize, oh, they're local or local-ish, and reach out to them, and
And I've got a story coming up. We'll get to them on the bracket. There's actually a team that I kind of helped form that's going to be on the bracket later.
Yeah.
But Kyle, did you have some closing thoughts about the Colorado Cantina crew? Anything we're talking about? Oh, I thought Kyle was trying to talk.
Kyle's muted
maybe
now?
it was Jordan.
Oh, there he goes.
I was trying to unmute there. I'm just excited to play. Can't wait to be there. Hopefully next time. I think you guys cast when I had my Utah win back then, and I mentioned at the time that my wife also plays and had won a store showdown the same day. So maybe next time I can get her to come out too, because I feel like the community for this game is very welcoming, right? It always has space for everybody, and so hopefully we can make that happen. And then I'm also excited for the Colorado sectionals, right? So hopefully we get to meet anybody who's not going to be at this event there, because local for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in terms of your hospitality, we're going to try to repay that to everybody coming in as well, right? Like we want to be the welcoming force in Colorado. So really big shout out to you guys for putting this together. And just overall, like I mentioned, I've worked in content for like 15 years, running different companies and in different industries. And like Lego Pizza said, you don't see other people that are competing, quote unquote, lifting each other up as much, right? Like from KTOD to you guys to McClunky, and it's just awesome all around.
Yeah,
yay, it's working.
Yay.
What we're doing is working.
Fantastic.
That's definitely the goal, guys. So, all right. Well, thanks for being with us, Colorado Cantina crew. You are putting yourselves on the map as we speak.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
As a huge team with great PQ winners to have to battle through.
Yep.
And you are now going to be a team to watch.
That's
for
right.
sure. So,
thanks for having us, guys.
Yep. Thanks for coming out today. So again, we're doing these 4 team pods. So the winner of the KTOD Cunning versus Cards HQ will play the winner of this McClunky Gaming Colorado Cantina crew, and then the losers will also play in the first round. So the first round of the tournament, first 2 rounds of the tournament is a 4-team kind of pod.
Right.
So after 2 rounds, one of these 4 teams will be undefeated, and one of these 4 teams will be eliminated. Yikes.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the other half of the Kashyyyk bracket, which we looked at before. Ian, here you go. You're finally on the bracket, Ian. Let's go.
Let's go.
Look at these phenomenal players.
Ian, you're playing with all the celebrities. You're playing with the celebrities. So I'll let Courtney talk to you about it. I have to go to the restroom. I'll be back while Ian talks about his team.
Yeah, Bothan Network white team. We've got Ian, Lego Pizza. Yep.
What up?
We've got Mickey D. And Ryan from Rebel Resource, and Mickey D from Mickey D SWU. So yeah, this is a popular bracket here. I love it.
Yeah, I guess I have to like make a YouTube channel to
That's right.
be similar to my teammates or something.
No, not at all. You you guys have got they've got some amazing content on this side of the bracket. And then were you excited about Ian?
I love our team. Mickey and Ryan are both great guys, and it's really funny. I think both me and Mickey I met everyone on the Bothan team because of Ryan. So Ryan is the glue that holds us together and is like the reason that we're on the team. So I love that we're teaming together, which is really cool because like I met Ryan back in like the game wasn't even officially released yet. It was like the first or the last TTI league, which is that online league that plays over tabletop. I had met Ryan through that right before the set released, and immediately he was we played a game and then we talked for maybe an hour and a half after our game just about how awesome this game is and like we're excited for it. And like I didn't even know he was like a YouTube creator at the time, and he like told me about that eventually, and we kind of kept in touch for a decent amount, and then I had told him I had some really cool plans for set 2 and a really broken deck, and then I went and then I won SCG Baltimore back to back and did an interview with him, and the rest is really history. That's kind of when he introduced me to you guys, Frank and Courtney, and the rest of the Bothan team, and I think Mickey had also had a similar story where he had met Ryan, because they're both in the the Midwest, middle of the country, and he was part of Ryan's Patreon for a while, and got introduced to the team that way, and now we've all had success. That all 3 of us have our invite to Worlds.
Yeah.
So
tough team.
that's pretty sick. Yeah. We're all really excited for that, and yeah, it's just gonna be fun doing a team event. Those were always my favorite in Magic. I would travel more for team events than I would for anything else, because you're riding and dying with your buddies, and that's the best part of these card games, is the social aspect, right? I mean, with Magic the Gathering, we always joke that it was all about the gathering, and with SWU, it's all about the Jedi that you meet along the way.
Oh, I love that. That's cool.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's great. And then Mickey D is on the team. He does some great YouTube content at Mickey D SWU. Everybody should be checking out his YouTube channel. He also has his own thread within the Bothan Network public Discord. I don't think Mickey D is hanging out with us today, is he? Let me look. I don't see Mickey. And then
I think he's working.
Yeah, poor guy. Some people have to work. It's awful. And then of course Ryan is probably the most famous celebrity on our team, right? From Rebel Resource.
Absolutely.
He puts out great content at his YouTube, and he has a Patreon. And
I wish we'd put the Patreon up there. Sorry, I forgot that. I'll have it in the description below
Yeah,
later.
and then if you join Ryan's Patreon, you get to a special, private, secret part of the Bothan Network Discord for Ryan's Patreon members. So we have 2 of those. I think it's Chris Schutz does. He named it Stubbs Hub. Stubbs Hub. Chris, type it in chat for us what your name,
It's in
the Rodney
description below,
Stubbs
for sure. I know it
Patreon is. But Chris and Ryan both have private sections of our Discord. You can come in, interact. They have some more deck techs and more videos and deck lists in there. So y'all are excited to. We're excited to have them as part of our network. Exactly like Jonathan mentioned earlier. There's a reason we call ourselves Network. Okay, there it is. Chris says Stubbs Hub is the Patreon.
Frank always gets the tongue twister wrong.
I have terrible pronunciation of a lot of things. So this is a first round match with Bridge 4, a team I don't know a lot about. I think they're an Atlanta local team, but
love that.
I don't know if anyone from Bridge 4 is here.
Yep. Hey, Frank.
Roni!
Hey.
Is it Roni?
Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie! Tell us about Bridge 4. We're excited y'all are going to be in our competition.
Yeah, no, we're definitely excited. I mean, I think I was talking to the guys and letting them know. I was like, hey, guys, this is going to be a stacked team. We inadvertently, signed up for a professional tournament. We just didn't know. So, I mean, we're definitely excited. We're going to be doing a lot of watching film. That's the great thing about this thing. We just everyone that we're playing against we have film on them, so we're going to be studying that. So
that's cool. I love that. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick, Claire, take down the McClunky videos.
That's right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, now we're just we're gonna go have fun. We're gonna we'll try to see if we can mix it up a little bit. I myself have been playing not too long. You played Brent, Frank, so you played him once.
Okay.
So he's new to the game. And then our third teammate, he's our mystery guy. So we'll just we'll leave it to that day.
Oh.
We're all.
I like the little mystery. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, we're friends from college, so we like I think Ian was saying, we ride and dying, so to speak.
The mystery guy must have a lot of film online, so they don't want you to know.
They're bringing in a ringer.
I know, right? Let's see.
They're going to bring. I love it.
Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, we're excited.
And what does the name Bridge 4 refer to for your team?
Yeah, Bridgeford is actually from Stormlight Archives, Brandon Sanderson.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, I don't know if anyone's familiar with it, but it's just, I don't know, we were both we're
Oh,
fans
we
of
are
it.
familiar. It is literally my favorite book series of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I mean, we're started reading it again, and that's just something that we came up with on the spot.
All right, well, don't bring your spren. I don't want any outside assistance.
Hey, yeah, well, we'll be sure to leave those at home.
All right. Well, great. I'm glad you guys
Yes,
are playing with this, and good luck. You're definitely going to have a little bit of a David and Goliath theme going on, it sounds like, with your first round match with these three juggernauts of SWU. PQ, Day 2 buys Mickey D and Ryan, and of course, multiple PQ winner Ian. So, yeah, this is going to be it's going to be an exciting match. You'll, I don't know.
Good bracket.
Yeah, and then yeah, so thanks for being with us. And then
thanks for being a part of it all.
And the bottom half of this little 4-team pod is Reflex Onum.
Who could that be?
Who could that be? Yeah. I don't see a Reflex Onum person in our chat to talk, so I will do a quick intro on those guys. Reflex is won the PQ in Orlando for set 2. He's playing a mono Boba then. Terrific player. Just finished in the top cut again this weekend at another PQ.
Yep.
I think his nemesis is George the Hulk, right? So
maybe
good news for what? Am I supposed to mention that, George? How about George? You tell us. No, you know these guys better than we do. You tell us about John Carr, Crispy, and Reflex. George, you do the introduction. Yeah.
I'll give you the down low, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Reflex, absolute killer, finalist of the Kissimmee 5K, consistently tops local tournaments, was winner of the first PQ during set 2. A lot of success in pass card games as well. And then we have Crispy, great friend of his, incredible deck builder as far as like innovative ideas, so he's perfect to have on the team as far as going into a new set. Great reads on the meta, even I guess is most famous for making Finnick Tarkentown pop up on people's radars. So he was a diehard in that deck for a little bit, and then but he also had previous other great meta reads as well. And then we have John Carr, absolute gem of a human being, consistently tops here at locals as well. And incredibly smart player, patient, and yeah, really excited to see how that whole dynamic works out, and see if they have a good combination of innovation and deck building, and because like I think one big thing about this bracket, one thing I hope with this tournament is it's not just what decks you bring and like the gameplay of them and that sort of stuff. It's also the whole metagame around like initiative, how you're seeding, how you're drafting. Like, do you choose a deck that like spikes a certain matchup, or do you choose a more generalist deck? Do you choose a deck that like wants to abuse initiative? Because between your 3 seats, you're going to guarantee initiative, at least one game, no matter how the roll goes. So there's an entire level of strategy there that like I think this team is really primed to think outside the box on that one. I'm excited to see what they come up with.
No, that's a good point. Yeah,
no doubt about it.
Yeah.
If there's a way to break the format, Reflex and Crispy will find it. And John's really good at that. Yeah. I remember playing John at a 1K in Orlando where he brought Han 1 red before. Now that's kind of become a deck again a little bit. Yeah. But he was like very innovative in his deck building.
That was our first Orlando time we went down there, wasn't it? Yeah.
He's consistently done that. Like I think my favorite one was right after the 5K. I was like working on Boba Blue in my back pocket and like developing the game theory behind that. And then like the very next tournament, he's like Boba Blue. And I'm like, I like what you're cooking, John. I think I've seen this deck before.
Respect, right?
Yeah, for sure. I see you.
Yeah, so that team's also very well balanced in that Crispy plays some great aggro decks that he's invented himself. John is a very capable control player if he wants to be. And then Reflex, of course, can do anything.
So
that's definitely a team to watch. And a second round matchup, either in the winner's bracket or the loser's bracket between Bought the Network White and Reflex Anna would be. We may have to like find a way to stream that because that would be a crazy match. And then our Team Huntsville guys, I know has been hanging out not in voice chat, but Raymond was here in text. I think he's in the car driving now, so I won't expect him to.
Please don't text.
Yes. But I met Raymond and them. I guess I went to a store showdown in Huntsville back in set 1.
I had to miss out on that one.
I remember you missed that night. My brother
it was
and
a
I
good
went.
night.
And just loved meeting those guys. They have a great Huntsville, Alabama Discord up there, a great community. I
think they have their own Facebook page and stuff too, if I remember correctly.
Do they?
Sure they do.
I think they do. But
social media.
These guys are on this team. Were playing together all the way back into Cypher. They were in a Cypher group that came forward, and they just had their first PQ winner.
Yay!
So I'm really happy for
awesome.
Team Huntsville.
Congrats.
I think they're going to rename themselves the Rocket City because Huntsville's Rocket City.
It's funny when I typed in Team Huntsville, I was thinking that I was like they should do something Rocket City, but yeah.
Rocket City Rebels.
That'd be
Doesn't that sound good?
I like it.
I think that might be their team name.
Yeah.
So right now it's Team Huntsville on the bracket, but if we can get them a logo and get them a cool team name like Rocket City Rebels, we'll do something like that for them. But yeah, so Brian just won the PQ, and then once upon a time, reading some of the notes that they sent me. Second in Worlds for the Star Trek, I guess, CCG. That's pretty good for Raymond.
You think? Yeah.
But Brian is actually either from Alaska or he went to college in Alaska. So Brian is the one that went to the Alaska PQ last weekend and won that one.
Wait, I debated going. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you were talking about maybe I'll go because how many players? Isn't that?
I mean, I want to see Alaska. I mean, I've been there once before, but I'd love to go back. So I was like, let's go to Alaska or Hawaii.
I think that's is somebody know better than I do. Is that officially the smallest PQ we've had yet? Is the Alaska PQ last weekend? Does anybody know the numbers?
There's been small ones overseas, other places.
No, I think it was pretty small event, but he at least legitimately is from Alaska, so for him to travel from Tennessee to Alaska to get his PQ win
makes sense.
Fine with me. A PQ win's a PQ win.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so congrats to Team
a bye's a
Huntsville.
bye. Well, I'll take it.
Maddie says maybe there's one in Italy that's also as small as the Alaska one. Italy
we looked at going to Lille, Italy.
No, Lyle's in France.
France, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But there's
not
another
a small one.
That's not
there's
a small one.
There's a couple small ones in Italy.
But there was one in Italy that we did look at, and I was like, it didn't work out with our schedule. But and kids.
So yeah.
But I'm dying to, yeah.
But that's awesome that Raymond and those guys and Team Huntsville are coming. We're excited to have them, and they're in for. They got their hands full with Reflex on them.
Yep. We have done Puerto Rico SWU. That was fun. But yeah, all right. Let's see the next.
All right, so that's what the bracket looks like.
Yeah.
I think we're down to the last region coming up.
Just a recap of it.
So obviously McClunky, Colorado Katina Crew, and now that we know more about Colorado Katina Crew, that is a loaded 4 teams there. K2OD Cunning, McClunky Gaming, Colorado Katina Crew. That is a brutal. That may be the hardest 4-player pod
maybe
I've seen on the bracket yet. That is awesome and tough. And then, so that's going to be fun and exciting. And then, let's see what we have. We have, last bracket to go. Let me look ahead. Yep, last bracket. You haven't seen your team yet. You're like, where's my team?
You are in the Tatooine.
Tatooine. I don't know how to say it. Tatooine.
Yep. Here we go. All right, we have McClunky Gaming again. Woohoo! Game on Chattanooga. We have the Boston Network Red, Coastal Cantina, Sekrit Alliance, the Moof Milkers, Boston Network Blue, and Two to Base.
Every bracket looks loaded.
And it is.
Like every time one of these brackets gets revealed, I'm like, ooh, that's a hard team. Ooh, that's a hard team. That's a hard team.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fantastic.
I'm all on camera.
Yeah, I wish we could just broadcast everything, right? But yeah, let me make sure. Did I have this bracket right? Yeah, I did. Okay. So McClunky, we've talked to Claire and them a lot today.
Yeah.
It's they're going to have 3 teams in the bracket. So, but they're going to be playing Game on Chattanooga. So Derek is the game shop owner at Game on Chattanooga. I don't know if Derek made it to chat. Let me go check the chat real quick to see if Derek is here. But he won the Memphis PQ last weekend, where Evan from the Blonde Sabine team was the runner up. The winner was Derek. He's been playing Mono Han for a while. I mean, I remember even playing him at his game shop in Chattanooga, Mono Han and Set 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, great player, and he's got 2 great players that he plays with up there. And Game on Chattanooga is actually coming through as a big supporter of our event. Derek's working on getting some player packs to add to the swag bags. So hopefully we'll have some more stuff in the swag bag because of Game on Chattanooga. You guys can find them on Facebook. And they, if you're in the Chattanooga area, because I know we have some Chattanooga players.
And they've hosted several large SWU events.
Yeah,
so
he had an event with like 3 showcases as the prize pool.
Yeah.
And I know we had a few Bothans up there for them at Game on Chattanooga. So yeah, please check them out and support them.
Absolutely.
And then our Bothan Network Red Team of Michael Carlock, who was a top 4 finisher at the Orlando 5K. He was a finalist. Some Mono Han guy knocked him out of the finals of a PQ. Those Mono Han players, right?
Yep. And then we have Lake.
The worst. Right, George? The worst.
That's right.
And then
Lake, also known as Crawl.
Yep, Lake is local to us in Birmingham. He was a big Destiny player. He's had a lot of success, a lot of top cuts. And David's come a long way, right? I don't see any of them in chat.
They usually are.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
I'm sure
David may be typing in chat. I saw him typing. Oh yeah, he's been typing, but you want to come talk? Oh, he's in here. David, you're here. Come say hello if you want to. If not, I'm gonna let George talk about you. Oh, he's in a meeting. He can't. Okay, fair enough. Let George talk. Okay. All right. So George, this is our. I think this is our 6th of our 6 Bothan teams. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Michael and David, 2 guys you know really well. Oh, Michael's listening too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael's here? No,
he's not. He's not in voice. Yeah, he's just talking and he's typing in. So yeah, tell us about Michael and David.
And Lake. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Michael goes back to the origins of Bothan Network and the Kissimmee 5K. Got a top 4 and played a bunch locally. He started the Florida Discord, started the community. I mean, Michael's hype behind this game went back to proxy nights that he was hosting at our local game shop and kind of built up the community around him. So absolutely a staple locally. Really well known for his Sabine gameplay and the intricacy of that archetype. He's also totally comfortable doing absolutely unhinged last-minute switches to new decks that he thinks can spike a tournament.
He's very versatile.
Yes. So absolutely a threat on any deck, and it was super fun to see what they bring. Craw has been a stalwart of blue, black, green.
Right down your alley.
Yeah, love it. Good value instincts, and played a lot of Kira in set 2. So we'll see how that evolves into set 3, whether it's going down the Piet Road or the Thrawn Road or whatever. So and then David, I've coached him a ton. And he's always right on the edge of those top 8s. So we'll see what they all come up with, what they bring together, and
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
hopefully get them in the red jerseys if we can for the Bothan Network Red team. So yeah, and then Coastal Katina, I don't see if any of those guys are here in chat, but they are they're the south part of Mississippi. We met up with some of these guys. I know great group. Chris is from Mobile, and then they were at the Mobile PQ that I won. Couldn't have won it without I guess the help of these guys. To be honest, I mean they're great. And then so they're my story of them. Like I've seen them in a few tournaments. Their players are in top cuts. One of their players won the Shreveport. Was it Shreveport?
I think so. I think that's right.
Anyway, so
APQ.
Yeah, Ben won the won the PQ out in Louisiana, and then he was playing on one of my Green Sabine versions. So he's super grateful to me for the work we did on Green Sabine. But But yeah, I was just talking to them, and they're already practicing together. They're already living close together. They're already being so competitive. They're all making top cuts. They're winning PQs. I was like, y'all just need to start a team.
Yeah.
And they did, Coastal Cantina. And they came up with this cool logo, and like they're
the logo's insane.
Yeah, that's just beautiful work on that logo, the Coastal Cantina logo.
Yep.
But this is kind of like the direction I see SWU really thriving in is players coming together and realizing, hey, let's form a team, let's like work together, let's go to events and try to do well. The social aspect of it. I know after the Mobile PQ that I won, all these guys came to dinner with us that night with the Bothans, and we had a great time celebrating. Some bubbly went around, some bottles of bubbly went around, as I'm kind of known for. So yeah, we loved getting to know Coastal Cantina guys, and we're so thrilled they're coming to Battle at BIATL as a 3v3 team, and they're really great players. And just like Derek at Game On Chattanooga, and of course McClunky and the Bothan. I mean, this is a wide open 4-player pod. 4-team pod. Yeah. Any of these teams could come out of this bracket in this region, in this half the region. And let's look at who they're going to be playing. Memphis 2, Frank. Yeah, we met up at Memphis, I think is where we met Chris first. He was in the top cut there. He just top cuts all the events.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
He was on what deck was Chris on? Because he played Eekfoil, I think. Oh, he's on a Red Ray. He was on a Red Ray because he beat me in Swiss. And then he got knocked out of the top 8 by Eekfoil, I think, on Mono Han, if I'm remembering it correctly. Right. And that's when Freenom knocked me out of the top 8. Yeah, that's all set to. Oh, okay, Ostrom, that's Chris in chat. Great. Well, Chris, we love your team's logo. I'm so thrilled that you guys are coming and being part of all this. And then and Lake was there at Memphis too. So Lake's on the Bothan Network Red team. What is it not? Did I say it wrong? I thought you go by Craw. I don't know. Like
we're probably missing something. I'm not sure.
Anyway, yeah. So it's gonna be a fun. Oops, what did I do? All right, so let's go to the next bracket. Next half of the bracket is this the final half of the bracket? This is it. Right. Our last 4 teams. Yay! So Sunny D, you still with us?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yay.
So you had to wait a long time. You're like on the first slide and the last slide. Like I promise you, we put another secret team on here, but that's good because we may have different viewers by now. So yeah, go ahead and once again, we're excited. You guys are doing new content, so we'll just give us the quick elevator pitch on Secret Gaming again.
Yeah. So I talked about the Conroe brothers, myself, Andrew as the PQ winners, but we actually have a few more players that have done well at a significant amount of events like 1Ks and PQs, 4Ks. And those are Ryan DeCreasy, Richie, and Brian. And we're fielding a second team with them joining and looking forward to seeing how we do. Both them
that's
and
fantastic.
Our other team.
So y'all have like 7 or 8 people on your team total, and you have like 3 day 2 buys already, with more coming. Is that right?
Yeah, and one thing I didn't mention is we are all local to the Washington D.C. metro area, and our shop here in the D.C. metro area is Curio Cavern, games and stuff as well in the Baltimore, Maryland area. That is one of the biggest stores that in I would say the East Coast and maybe even the nation. They had 2 PQs already.
Oh wow!
A lot of great players from both those stores, and most of our team plays as either of those.
That's fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Moof Milkers is another Orlando-based team. Cash Money himself is on this team with some other guys. So I'm excited that they're coming up. I mean, I don't think I see any of them.
Small correction.
About the Moof Milkers.
Yeah, you take it.
Yeah, so they are a Jacksonville local team.
My bad.
You got the state right.
That I and my buddy Tanner actually started before I moved to Idaho.
Okay.
It was our storefront, and it became like a community group, and now are supporting a team going to the 3v3. Some of my friends from back home.
Well, thanks for jumping in, Hunter. I guess I missed that. I'm right that Cash Money's on the team, right?
Yep.
Okay, but he's from Orlando, or is he a Jacksonville guy too?
Jacksonville. He was just at the Orlando PQ.
Every time I've met him, he's been in Orlando. He's so much fun to hang out with. Well,
Yeah.
because he's had food and drinks with us a couple of times after tournaments in Orlando. So love the guy. I'm glad he's getting to play. Yeah, he's a super fun guy. So are the Moof Milkers? Do they have any PQ success that you know of? You may not know who's on the team or anything, Hunter. But
Not that I'm aware of. They have done decently, but have yet to top 8. But they're still great players. I've coached. I know Cash and the other teammate that I know about that I've helped coach them and train them and teach them Star Wars. So they solid training.
Yeah. And so why I've got you on the phone, Hunter, you can talk about our team, the Bot the Network Blue team. I'm already wearing the blue jersey. Let's go.
Let's go.
So are you excited about this event, Hunter? You're coming all the way. I think you might be the person coming from the furthest away, right?
We should get a special prize.
We have to come up with something for you, Hunter. Aren't you coming all the way from Idaho?
North Idaho.
Oh, that's even further away.
He's coming for some heat.
Yep, super excited. And hopefully by then I'll have my gold jersey. Hopefully I take down the Idaho PQ this weekend.
Do it. Yeah. Sorry we won't be there to block for you. just kidding. As a joke about blocking. Okay. Anyway, so... yeah, so
we're about to get 501 messages in that thread, Frank. Thank you.
Oh boy, time to go back to the judge.
I was being funny. It's a joke. Okay,
it was funny.
Too soon. Yeah, but also on our team is Jeff Creasy. Wait, don't kill me, Jeff. Who is along with Jonathan and Ian and George have been casters for us too. But Jeff really carries the water for us as a caster for the Bot the Network. So along with Jonathan, Jeff is going to play the 3v3 event, but then he's going to be streaming with Jonathan, casting the 6K and the 2K. Yep. And along with you're going to have
that gets entertaining.
Yeah,
if you've seen the SEG Atlanta stream.
Yes. So we're going to get with you and Claire's help, we're going to get these streams out on YouTube and on Twitch for McClunky. He's going to be on Twitch. Yep. And then maybe even for some of the top 16 coverage Sunday morning, we'll even try to get maybe some extra streams going. So
yeah, I really hope so, because I think everybody's going to want to see crave as much as they can before set 4 PQs and sectors and regionals and stuff. So
it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I think rewatching all these films is going to be
but
great for everyone.
But our randomly assigned opponents for round 1 are some of our favorite people, Sean and Gudo from 2 to Base. Yep. Hey guys, you there? Spork, Gudo?
Yep. Gudo's here. How we doing? Thanks for having us.
All right. And Sean, are you here too?
Yeah, I'm here too. I'm gonna let Gudo do the talking. He's my hype man.
Okay, we need a hype man. Because are y'all from Orlando? Are y'all part of the Florida Discord at least? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
tell us about 2 to Base.
Yeah, sure. So Sean started the team. It popped up in his Discord handle, and I think one day I just messaged him like, "Hey, what's 2 to Base?" And he said, "Oh, it's my team." And I said, "Do you have anybody on your team?" And no. And I said, "Hey, can I be on your team?"
I love that.
And it just so happened. Yeah, it just so happened like it started as just me and him, and he kind of started the whole thing, and it ended up being we recruited a couple other local really good players, our good friend Gabe and Hector, and a couple other really great SWU players here. And it just so happened that we were all dads. So it kind of turned into the local Orlando team of dads. So that's a funny kind of story behind how it all started. And then the name of the team just coming from like the impact that 2 to Base actually makes in a game. You don't think about it as the game goes on, but a lot of early games, success starts with 2 to Base.
Yep.
And now every time you guys play, you're gonna say 2 to Base, and you're gonna think of our team name.
That's
so
right.
it rolls off the tongue nicely.
It's the same time when I say I'll take the initiative. Every time it hits me, I'm like, I'll take the
initiative. Yeah.
So that's kind of where the name stems from, and just the impact a little success can make throughout a game, and honestly, just learning the game too. and a lot of us stem from some type of competitive gaming. Actually, Frank, you threw us a bone with our buddy Kyle, who's a local in Atlanta. We didn't have a full team of 3 just because the other team members on our team weren't able to make it. So you were able to throw us a bone, and Kyle Pilot, he's a local in Orlando, so we have him on our team now for the event.
Great.
And so SWU is actually his first TCG game. I came from Magic and Pokemon just more casually, but I do have a competitive nature that stemmed from playing professional Halo. So from Halo 1, I just had a... Yeah, so I played a lot of competitive Halo through my life. I'm 34 now, but since the first Halo, I was in competitive Halo, so that's where my competitive spirit comes from. And then Sean came from some of the old Star Wars games like Decipher and just some other past TCG games like Magic. The first Star Wars game that I played was actually Epic Duels. There's probably only a few people here that know about that game. That game came out in 2002. Yeah, so in 2002, I was 11 years old, and that game came out. It was kind of like a figurine card game for Star Wars. Super fun game. If you go to buy it now, it's like $150 on eBay because they don't make it anymore. That's a little bit about kind of where we come from. We're actually blessed and also just plagued with some of the best players in the area. So I do have to shout out George, Michael, who has brought me in under his wing, sort of helping him mod the Florida Discord. So I do help with some of our calendar events and just modding the Florida Discord for us, just because, it's growing as the months go on, and as more sets come out, we have more traffic coming in the Discord. So I've been helping Mike and Florida just navigate all that. And I kind of came in...
Insane.
Orlando's insane.
Yeah, Orlando's got to have the strongest.
I know in chat, Maddie is saying how much he loves the 2 to base guys, Maddie Quigley. So,
shout out to Maddie, just another sweaty local.
Jasper. Yeah, they're terrific. We love having them on the Bottom Network team. Great people.
Yeah, we get locals with those folks almost on a weekly basis, so being able to touch base with them and play against real good talent. Like, you go to a locals and you can't just chill because most of them...
we know that.
We know Birmingham locals are so sweaty, man. They're so good. Yeah. We have Galactic Gonks in our hometown. Ugh.
Yeah.
You can't bring like a jank deck. You have to bring something decent, or else you're just gonna get ran out of town at locals. It's
fun though.
We need to start playing Twin Suns or something
we all
casual.
make each other better.
Yeah,
so it works out well.
It's been great, and Frank, when I met you at the Kissimmee PQ, it was great having breakfast with you and the BN guys, and it was cool.
It was fun times.
Love the vibe you guys bring, and David's another really good friend of mine that I've just met through the game locally, and actually the first 2 people I met when I walked into a card store to get some Pokemon cards, I think, and I saw some guys playing Star Wars, and I think I went up to George and Michael were like the first 2 people I think I talked to, and someone came up to me afterwards, like when I was talking to George, and said, "Hey, you know who that is? He's like the best SWU player." And I was like, "Oh, cool!
He
like,
is the best SWU
awesome!"
player.
And actually, I gotta shout out George again. Not to be
no, we could do a whole stream just on how many people love George. We could do a whole stream on it.
Yeah.
He, I know, like with the whole Vader Blue build, in Magic and in Pokemon, I had more of a control nature to what I like to play. So I actually championed and piloted Vader Blue for a while, and then with Set 2 coming out, I was on Boss Blue. But I've kind of made a switch. Since the Kissimmee PQ ended, I've been strictly practicing mostly Set 4, and I've been on Thrawn, so another hard control type build.
Yeah,
the spice will come out.
A lot of control players like Thrawn. I've been hearing a lot of that.
And Sean's actually really good Han player. Since I've known the guys, you've championed Han quite a bit, Sean, and probably one of the best
cheating's
Han
pretty good.
players.
Yeah, it was ever since Thorkk. I guess when the game first came out, I was like, okay, what deck am I going to play? And then I saw Thorkk's video about Han Green. It's like, okay, well, I like Han as a character, and I wanted to play the Falcon, so it's like, okay. So I've just been kind of running that list ever since with updates with each set.
Pretty good. First turn Falcon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we are very excited, and thanks, Frank, for helping us get a third again. And we are very stoked to play against your Both and Blue team in the first round. So we'll see.
I know we're gonna be playing, guys. I didn't know that until they randomized the bracket. I was like, oh, the 2 to base guys. They're great guys. It'll be fun.
Stoked to be a part of it, and thanks again for giving us a chance to give a little intro.
Well, it's even bigger news for you than you know, because we decided that since Jeff Creasy and Jonathan Fisher are not playing any of the individual events, they're going to be donating their time as streamers and not getting to play in the 6K and the 2K, that we're going to try to get both Jeff and Jonathan on the stream the first 2 rounds.
Right.
So we can announce our featured match is going to be... Round 1 featured match is going to be the Botha Network Blue team with Jeff Creasy on it versus the 2 to Base team. So not only are you guys going to come enjoy the hospitality of Atlanta, you're going to get to be on the worldwide very first round of Set 4 being streamed across the SWU universe.
And first team event, 3v3.
I just got very excited. And also nervous at the same time. Very stoked on that. I'm a huge VOD guy, and I'm constantly up to date with just watching tournaments online. I love what you guys do with being able to commentate and stream, and just shout out to everybody that's going to be involved. I'm really stoked for this. I'm actually bringing my wife and my 2 kids.
Oh, good.
Got a little support backup just in case things get a little crazy. So thanks again for having us, Frank and Courtney. You guys are awesome, and everybody else in the Discord and just viewing the chat right now. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we're excited. It's going to be a fun featured match. We just wanted to make sure and get Jeff and Jonathan on camera at least once, since they aren't going to be in the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
And then after the
again, there will be multiple tables.
Yeah.
Too, so,
Well, because in round 3 we'll just start picking whichever the most dramatic sounding, biggest SWU celebrity type matches that we think people would want to watch.
Yeah, we'll for sure have.
We'll definitely get Claire's help in picking the rounds that we streamed everybody and that kind of thing.
For sure, have McClunky and K2OD and all them on there.
Oh yeah, everybody. We want to get all the big names.
Yeah.
And if you want to be on stream for sure, guys, just win the bracket. Just go undefeated, and you'll 100% be on stream.
Right.
So you control your own streaming destiny that way. But here's the view, and I know I think we had. Let's go back because I think Derek joined us. Derek, are you here? Let's go back to Game on Gaming. I thought Derek was in. He may not be. He's on mute.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there he is. Hey, Derek. Derek, hey! You made it to the stream today. We just talked about you on the bracket reveal. Game on Chattanooga. Tell us about your store.
Yeah, well, first off, I wanted to thank you a lot for running the event. I'm a big believer in the whole Field of Dreams idea, and if you want something, you sometimes have to make it. So I appreciate you guys taking all the time and effort and quite literally the financial burden on it, and to put this great event on. Like you did say, I was able to score us at least 3 boxes of the new weekly play packs for all the things.
The new ones? Ooh, let's go. So you think set 4?
Yeah, that's right. They'll be set 4, and hopefully I'll be able to get some of the older ones too, but we got at least 3 lined up for participation prizes for people battling.
That's phenomenal.
That's going to go in the swag bag, because everybody that shows up for one of the events, you get a swag bag of merchandise.
Yep.
I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know if they'll be able to send us enough because there are so many people that are signed up for all the events. But it will be as many as I can get you guys.
Right. First come, first serve on the set 4.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah. Great, Derek. That's so huge of you to do that, though. Thanks.
We actually got 2 teams signed up. All of them are regulars here at the shop, and I'm very proud of all of them.
Okay.
We've been tearing up local PQs in the last couple months, and I believe we have the last one, we had 3 people in the top 4 of Memphis, with 5 people top 16, and 1 top 8 in Duluth, with 4 of us top 16. Almost everybody comes from a competitive Magic background, and we all just hop ship to the better game. Don't tell them that.
No, we'll tell them that. We're the better game. Who's the better game?
That's right.
We can say it. And congratulations, Derek. You won the PQ this weekend, right, at Memphis. Was that this weekend or 2 weekends? A week and a half ago now? All together, yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And you play Han. You're a Han Mono Han player. Tell us about that deck. You've been on that for a while. I remember we played your shop on Mono Han.
Yeah, that's right. I opened a Han Solo showcase in the first box I opened, and it's the only leader I've played since the game came out.
It's cosmic. It was fated. Destiny meant to be. That's awesome.
It happens that it's probably a little overpowered of a leader, but that's another conversation.
Right.
Yeah, I've been playing that thing ever since. I played a lot of double yellow Han. I felt like the tempo advantage you gain with Cunning and Katina Bouncer, the versatility you get with Bodhi, and the DJ Tech thing is clearly a little problematic for a lot of strategies. You got a lot of late game possibilities with all your 7 drops that you can play a little bit early. Tech is a busted card, so I'll probably have some sort of deck brewed up. Yeah.
That's great.
But I also appreciate the shout outs. We are going to try to do a lot more showdown events or winning cases or something in Chattanooga. So if you're ever in the Southeast area, I'll make sure it's posted on all the Discords and everything.
Let
I hope
us
to
know.
see some.
We'll put the word out for sure.
I know a lot of our locals always try to go up.
Yeah,
there
Chattanooga's not a bad
big
drive
event,
for us.
so,
Yeah, we've
it's-
been
and
up there
it's a great
before,
city, so-
and we'd love to go back up
We are-
again.
We are very blessed to have probably about 20 or so local people, half of us coming from a competitive background, and then we're 2 hours away from 5 major cities.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we're not too bad of a drive for anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. We love it. We're glad to have you guys being such a big part of our BIATL.
Yeah, we'd love to.
I very much appreciate the opportunity. And once again, thanks for running it. Because without people like you, we don't get to play in a cool events. We can't leave it all up to FFG to run the events or SCG to run the events. Sometimes we got to do it ourselves, and I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, and I think one thing we're doing that SCG does it because I know they do cash prizes like we do.
They throw great tournaments.
Yeah, we love SCG stuff, but we're trying to make it more of an experience, like the whole experience of coming to the tournament, from the swag bag to the merchandise to just
having all the content creators.
The events like a 3v3. You don't see that in SCGs and
and I mean, I've played Magic. I played a bunch of Pro Tours back in the day, and the only thing I ever consistently did was the team events. They're always the most fun. Get to hang out with your friends. When you win, you get to share the wins. When you get to lose, you get to blame your friends. So they're always
That's right. Yeah. I can lose all my matches and still win the event.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'm hoping for because I got some great teammates, Jeff and Hunter.
That's right.
Well, great, Derek. Thanks for being with us, and we're super excited about Game On Gaming. You guys can find them on Facebook, and if you're in the Chattanooga area, check them out. And we one more store owner I think popped into chat.
Thank you so much, Frank.
Yep, thanks.
Thank you.
If Papa Hawk is here or not, I don't know. From Hawk's Nest Gaming, I was just before we wrapped up, I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody today. It looks like he's on mute, so he may not be here. But Hawk Nest Gaming out of Woodstock, Georgia, is also one of the teams that are coming from us team. Oh, there he is. Hey, Papa Hawk.
Hey Frank, how are you doing?
Good. Tell us about Hawk Nest Gaming.
Yeah, man. So my name's Cameron Arnold. I'm the owner of Hawk's Nest Gaming up in Woodstock. My buddy Murph and I opened the shop 4 years ago now. But so we both come from competitive TCG backgrounds. He's more Magic. I've actually been more Yu-Gi-Oh for my career as a card game enthusiast. But when Star Wars came out, man, the IP. It's one of our favorite IPs. So it's like, I'm getting behind this 100%.
Yeah,
so
great.
Super excited to be a part of this weekend. It's so huge. Big shout out to you guys and Cards HQ for hosting this. Really, really excited to get to see everybody and meet everybody and enjoy a good time and some good competitive fun.
Yeah, we get to meet at the Duluth PQ, I think, right?
We did. I scrubbed out after I was like after my third loss. I was 4-3.
Hey, I scrubbed out.
Dropped out.
I scrubbed out in the finals, and because the PQ is winner takes all, my scrub out in the finals is just the same as your scrub out in a 4-3 or 3-4 or whatever. It's one winner, and every rest of us are all losers. Don't worry about it.
Shout out to Stan for winning that one, man. That was a good match.
Yeah, Stan did fantastic that day. He played
His
out of
only
his mind.
PQ, and he just had
I know. Some of us are like grinding out 18 PQs. Stan and George is like that too.
George too.
Stan and George.
Like you're local. It's
All right, that's all. Stan didn't even leave his house. He just rolled out and said, "Oh, this is local PQ. I'll win it. Not play anymore."
Yeah. Yeah, definitely shout out to Hawk's Nest too. It's a great shop. I've been up there numerous times. Great people.
Oh, you've been up to Hawk Nest. That's great. Glad to hear it's a good spot.
Yeah.
So
it's a good community. We have typically anywhere from 10 to sometimes 20 for locals on Tuesday nights. We also do Twin Suns on Sunday. That just started, so it hasn't gotten a ton of traction. But I'm hoping that with the new set release and the new Twin Sun, with the deck expansion and size expansion and stuff, and some of the new stuff coming out, I'm hoping that we can get a little bit more of that going on Sunday afternoons. But check out our website and our schedule's posted. And if y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah, we'll get some people from Atlanta up there. That sounds great. And we're passing through Woodstock. We'll definitely stop in.
100%.
We live over here in Birmingham, so we're not that far from you anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one other thing that I wanted to mention, the third Saturday of every month, starting the 22nd of this month, we'll be hosting a 1K for Star Wars Unlimited.
Wow, that's big news.
Okay.
That's
It's
phenomenal.
$40. It will be every month. So if you can't make it one month,
A
plan
monthly
on it the
1K.
next month.
I like that
And,
sound of that.
That's awesome.
$40 entry, and you get some great prizing for entry. And
That's a good entry fee.
it's
too.
and there's raffles throughout the day. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
All right, we're gonna have to head up that way then.
Yeah, we
For
can't
sure.
wait either. So
I love that. That's
yeah.
awesome. Good for you guys for doing that.
Thanks for hanging out with us today,
Yeah.
Papa Hawk, and I'm excited to see you. You've got a tough matchup here in round 1, by the way. I don't know if you looked at the bracket yet.
I'm not sweating it, man. Any
right.
day of the
Professional
week, man.
players,
We
come on.
got this. We're gonna have fun.
Right.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be a tough matchup. I can't wait. Honestly.
There's not an easy matchup in this whole bracket.
Right, this whole bracket. There's no easy.
This is
There's no
tournament
easy
stack.
rounds. This is super stacked.
Yeah.
So, man, thanks for everybody for being here today for our
Yeah.
team bracket 3v3 reveal. We'll
Yeah.
get printable copies of this uploaded in the channel inside Bought the Network, the BIATL channel we
BIATL
have.
channel, yep.
We'll
And
get
as
that up soon.
Frank said we're working on a app to have this bracket so that people even at home who can't make it to BIATL can choose their favorite players.
Yeah,
and
just
then-
like March Madness.
Just like March Madness. And
Yeah,
so at
fill the
end-
bracket out. Who's
Yeah.
gonna win this thing?
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
I'm
and
excited.
we'll give points for every game you pick right, every match you pick right,
Yep.
and we'll have a winner. We'll probably have a local winner who's there at BIATL, and we'll have a winner for the stream for people who are watching on the stream.
That
We'll
participate.
try to have a really cool prize
Yeah.
for both. Yeah. All right.
We're excited. All
Well,
right.
Courtney, last thoughts?
Oh man, I don't know. We got to get to work.
I know. We've done so much work already. It's just like
we still have a lot.
now we got to really got to make this thing happen. This is
that's right.
happening. BIATL is happening.
And we've got all the best. I mean, literally almost all the best, phenomenal SWU players. Not just SWU, but professional players. SWU players coming down to join us and participate in this event. And we could not be more thankful or happier that this is going forward so successfully. So, and we couldn't do it without the community. So
I know.
we love that. We appreciate that.
I love it.
And somebody who didn't get mentioned, may have got mentioned in chat, but we can't leave Loopee out of all this from Late Night Gaming. So
Yeah.
I know he can't be there.
Loopee can't come because of Adepticon,
Yeah.
a prior commitment. We when we were looking at weekends for this, we looked at Adepticon and we checked, and they're not having any SWU events. They're having
Right.
like some small 8-player pods.
Right.
But since Adepticon wasn't supporting SWU on a big scale, we were like, oh, well, we can do that weekend then. Not realizing we'd miss out on having Loopee come.
Yeah.
So we would have definitely picked another weekend so Loopee could be there because we were going to miss Loopee. Anyway, Sunny D has some nice words. David, Jordan, thanks guys, everybody.
Appreciate
Josh,
everybody who's putting so much work into this event with us. So
Josh, you got a lot of homework to
Takes a
do.
village.
If you're gonna stream, he's gonna be our caster
He's
for the
got a lot of,
3v3.
that's what I was talking to Frank about last night. I
Yeah.
was like, I've really got to start memorizing these set 4 cards and combos because that's a lot to.
It is a lot to have to get ready for next
yep.
month.
Yeah.
Because you definitely are gonna have some of the best SWU players in the world
Yeah.
at this event. When you put $10,000 on the line, you're gonna attract some
Yeah.
great players.
Right.
So we are excited, and the new playmat with the moon rising behind Atlanta, that is a moon.
That is a moon, yeah.
Is a gorgeous playmat. It's going to look so good. And there's only going to be 25 of those. They're going to be serialized.
Yep.
You can only win them by performing well at BIATL.
Yeah.
So
we're excited, everybody. Stay tuned for more info coming up. And I know this was a big one. We appreciate you all being here and being a part of it.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye,
We'll see y'all
everybody.
Thursday. We'll stream Thursday, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
put a
the plan.
schedule out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at
Now,
noon.
we've changed it. But
Yeah. So we'll see about if we're going to keep doing that much streaming or not. We got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to work on.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Yep.